Oh, I thought you
Nah,
was
play
going.
something. Let's put some.
Feeling yourself.
You're listening to Mix Onset, your AI DJ app that mixes your music with seamless transitions. Sign up for Mix Onset Pro to hear transitions without
Right,
interruptions.
we're gonna cut that out.
Pandora.
I don't like Pandora.
Nah, I didn't want to look for the music. That's why.
Started off poor with plans to own more. Now we own stores and fuck the baddest. He too like he's lean. I done seen all these niggas.
Y'all gonna tell me when we live?
We live right now. We're just rocking some music. We about to start.
You live when you wake up, girl. Podcast.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, you see that now,
Bring
right?
it, man.
Nah, they don't switch.
I'm so special, I'm so special, so special, so special. That's why I'm strapped with my 45 special. Boy, I bring it together.
I don't think I'm gonna like these until we start talking. Yeah, because I can hear the
We
music, but I
live,
can't
we
hear
live,
y'all.
we live, we live, we live.
Yes. Welcome to the motherfucker. To the He Say She Say podcast. I'm Trey.
Who's that, Trey?
Hey, y'all already know it's your boy Rock, man. We in the building.
And I'm Jay.
Never change. This is Jay every day.
Never change.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're live, back for another podcast.
Got a special guest here.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all. What camera I'm looking at?
You can look at. Oh, so really, your camera is this
this
camera
one.
right here.
Hey, y'all.
What's your name?
We got a special guest in the building.
My name is Sierra, also known as the Crazy Dog Lady.
That's your IG, the Crazy Dog Lady?
Well, my IG is Crazy Dog Lady Grooms.
Oh, it really is. Okay,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Yeah.
So you're a groomer.
A dog groomer, yeah.
Oh wow, that's tough.
She love the animals.
You ain't tell him?
Nah, he ain't tell me nothing.
Dang.
Okay, CC.
I wanted you to tell them.
What
I
kind of
wanted
dogs?
you to tell the world.
What kind of
said-
dogs?
All types. All types. I done did everything from Chihuahuas to Great Danes, Pyrenees, all types
Oh,
of
you
dogs.
grooming them. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking like you, like
Breeding.
breeding them. Yeah. Breeding.
Nah, I'm
Okay,
not
you
a
grooming
breeder.
them. I'm sorry. Okay.
Mm-mm.
So you're you cutting hair, you cutting nails.
Yes.
Okay.
Clean the ears. You know,
Bringing
get
them
all-
back to
yeah,
life.
Exactly.
Right.
You styling
Bring a
them up.
Shaggy back.
Exactly, yeah.
You ever seen I seen somebody, their little girl, like little, I don't know what it was, poodle or something like that, and they cut their hair to make it look like it had like a BBL.
See, it's crazy you said that. It's
what
crazy
are we
you said
doing?
that. Because I already got 4 dogs, but I say, like, I want to get me a standard poodle so that I can do creative cuts. And that is, like, one of the first ones I think I'm going to do.
Oh, BBL dog.
A BBL, yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's cute.
Now the dogs need the BBLs now.
I
Like,
just think it's
crazy.
so funny.
She gonna get pregnant so
It's
fast.
this groomer named Logan on Instagram, and he has a black standard poodle, and he gives his dog a BBL.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Do y'all have dogs?
Nah, I don't got no dog.
Yeah, I got
I don't
dogs.
have no dogs now.
I got two.
I'm the
I got
only
two
dog.
small toy poodles. Small ones though.
Oh, you do got them dogs. Yeah, one of them mean as hell. I don't know which one it is. They look alike.
Yeah, they brothers.
Mm.
One of them do.
From the same litter?
Yep. They was the last two.
You familiar with littermate syndrome?
No. What's that?
It could go one or two ways if they experience it. They could take the route where they get extremely like separation anxiety, where they got to be with each other all the time, or they could take the aggressive route. I had 2 American bulldogs, and they took the aggressive route. So
Oh yeah, they always.
And what's
fighting,
necessarily the aggressive
Don't do
route?
that.
What's necessarily
Don't
that?
do that.
though. That's what they do, but they. be
What's the
fighting.
aggressive route?
They like to fight
Each other?
Yeah.
each other. Yeah, well, yeah, my boys fought each other, and then one of my boys attacked my, and my dogs, I learned a lot. Like, I didn't know nothing about littermate syndrome. Now I be telling everybody, y'all know about that? Because I ain't know about it
Yeah, no,
until I experienced it. A lot of things I didn't know until I experienced.
that's crazy.
I was going to ask you. So when did you become like an animal lover? Like.
I was born this way. I was born this way. I always loved dogs. I had my first dog. My dad bought him for me when I turned 1. So we kind of grew up together. It was a red-nosed pit. But I was deprived a lot. Like, he stayed at my grandma's house, and my main home, my mom wasn't having it. We wasn't. So I was deprived. And when I get home, when I get grown, I'm get as many dogs as I want. I did just that.
Right.
Yep, but always been this way.
You the female DMX, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
What?
Absolutely. And it's crazy because I say, like, I got big dogs. So when I walk around and, you know, I'm from the city, so I be feeling just like them. Like, can't nobody touch me.
On timing.
Listen, look, I feel so safe and, like, yeah, just like DMX with my dogs. Like, run up and get done at.
Stupid.
For real.
Are you one of those people that you let a dog kiss you in the mouth?
Yeah. I mean, it's levels. Like, it's, you know, it depends the size of the dog. You know, all dogs don't drool a lot, but if you're a heavy drooler,
That's
like,
what you worried about drool?
I don't even care no more, y'all. My black card got revoked a long time ago, so.
Oh, all right. So I can ask you all the questions then.
She
Listen.
just don't want a sloppy kiss, but she
Right,
take
right.
a
She want to peck.
Yeah, like, you said.
little dry little tongue.
Yo, so do you be holding like the dog in your arm while you making spaghetti or something like that? Like, when you
No,
cooking?
that's a drag. Like, they not allowed
do the
nowhere
crazy
near my
shit.
countertops.
All right, so, all right.
Like,
That's it. That's all I need. Yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah, no, I don't play with the dogs near the food and all of that. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
This
Y'all
is lady
tryna
at my
play me
job.
now.
She got a
He
cat.
tryna play me.
No. Fucking with you. This lady at my job, yo. I know her cat be in her arm while she be cooking, yo. I know it. The way she be
Cats-
talking.
Cats they naturally will walk across your countertops. See, I've had cats in the past, but I train mine with a water bottle. And I just start spraying them like crazy. And they'll just stop.
Right. See, somebody who know about animals, they know the little tricks and stuff like that.
Because cats hate water.
Yeah, they don't like
So you get a little, you miss them when they get up there, now they know. Every time I get up there, I get sprayed. Like, and they
That's
don't
smart.
like it. But everybody, some people just
I
don't
would
care.
never know to do that.
Like, people argue that they're cats and that's what they do. So,
And I know somebody, she's always the cat that she used to like spank them, like try to hit them down. But I say that's a better way. The water bottle.
yeah. The water bottle, it's just easier and it's not, you know, abuse.
It's not abuse.
But I don't know that because that cat used to get, she used to run the tub water and the cat would get in the tub.
And take a bath.
Like it wouldn't let it fill up. Like while the water
Well,
going.
maybe that's why she
Cat
popped
say, "Where
it,
my
'cause-
loofah?"
Cause I don't know what I would do in that situation. I'm not a cat person. So like I don't know. Outside of the water, I wouldn't know how to train a cat at that point.
I said my
be
neighbor
at a
across the
loss.
street, she walk her cat. That's the first time I ever seen a cat get walked.
So
Cat-
I did
cat got a
I did
dog
cat
trainer on it.
sit for one girl that I know, and she brought her cat to me, and she was sweetest cat ever. And she was an older cat, but you know, she liked to get walked in her stroller. She liked to sit outside on the porch. So some cats really have big personalities. Some cats can be very standoffish and they don't want to be bothered, but some have really big personalities.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That stuff be getting on my nerves when they be doing that
What?
with the stroller and all that. And all that.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, yo, why is this cat in the stroller, yo? You know, damn, I feel wrong saying this shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
right.
that is so miserable.
that's miserable. That don't get on my nerves. Like, yo,
That's
take the
like
cat
why
out there.
she
I'm
got
like,
that baby with her. These is people kids.
Yeah, some people
They
they
be-
take them
You
animals
think
serious.
that guy on his nerves? This is gonna get on his nerves right here.
What?
Our first question and topic that we have today: how would you feel if your child liked the same sex?
I feel like I want to hear y'all go first.
Me, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. Whoever they like, I would support them. They can go ahead and get married, do whatever they want to do. It don't really matter to me. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not doing no underage sex change for my
Yeah,
kids. I'm not
that's
doing
something
that. You wait till
completely
you Old
different.
enough to do that.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what I wouldn't do. I let them get old enough to do whatever they want to do. But if they like the same sex, I wouldn't necessarily care.
Right.
for my child, I'm gonna raise him the way I think that a man should be raised.
Mm-hmm.
Whether people agree with it or not, you know what I mean. I'm gonna raise him where I think that a man should be raised, boy or girl. I'm talking about my son right now, but I got a daughter also. I'm gonna raise them the way I think that, you know, they should be raised in my household. You know,
The traditional.
yeah, the traditional way. You know what I mean? And that could be changed. That could change also. But when they become an adult and stuff like that, and they were to come out, you know, with this stuff, you know what I mean, later on or something like that, I mean, I'm gonna love my child. You know what I mean, regardless of whatever. I'm gonna love my kid regardless of whatever. But how would I feel if they wanted to do that later on?
He looked like he over there struggling so bad.
I'm gonna be 100. I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna care. But I think that I may feel more of a way about my son being on that type of time than my daughter.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's just me being honest or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's an agenda out there right now for a lot of things or whatever. And not that nobody's way is wrong or whatever, but I feel like they're, especially black men, are like kind of like being targeted with this.
Trying to be like
with
demasculate. What's the
demasculate the black man?
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what I mean? Like emasculate or demasculate?
demasculate?
One of the words.
I'll say D sound like
I ain't never claimed to be a
Digress.
genius. So
That's what I'm saying. I don't know one of them. I don't know which one. It
they
is.
know what we mean.
Yeah. So, you know, with those feelings, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna. As for me and my family, we will serve the Lord.
I know that's right. Amen. Amen.
You know what I mean? So,
right. In
that's
my
why-
household, you make your own rules. I mean, I make my rules, and I mean,
Right,
once
right.
you
I don't care what.
grown enough to do your own thing, then
Yes,
that's
sir.
on you.
Right? 'Cause I don't gotta, you know, I don't have to accept it, but I do have to tolerate it. It's around me, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, I don't accept that stuff or whatever. That doesn't mean that I hate the community or whatever stuff like that. I love you for who you are, not for what you do in the bed. You know what I mean? Like, but, so that's how I'm approaching that with my kids. The same thing. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah, I feel like it's not ideal, right? For me, I would want my children to grow up and do things not so much traditionally because it's a different time, but you know, the husband wife thing. Like, yeah, I would want them to start their
what I
own
mean.
family,
Yeah.
right? Ideally, but if I have a daughter, if she came out and said or even a son, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be ecstatic about it, but I'm gonna make it very clear y'all have my 100% support. I'm gonna back y'all, and you know, can't nobody say no. I'm not gonna let nobody, you know, go against y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be in your corner, but we gonna go back to what the Word of God say, because that's my job, is to let you know. Because the Bible say, train a child on the way that it should go. When they grow old, they shall not depart from it. Now, what you do after that is on you. But I plan it. I set the foundation. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. So now when you grow up, you know, I just hope that, you know, God got it from there. And you just, you know, with life, maybe you'll be straight again.
maybe you're going
Maybe,
through
but
days.
I don't know. But I'm going to love you regardless.
Yeah,
I got your back.
I'm gonna still love you.
But
I don't want to worry about. I don't care about what you're doing in the bed. All right, that's your business. It was always your business, but it's super your business now.
see, but one thing that you said is like, that stuck out to me is if they got older and decided to come out. I think as Black people, yes, you're absolutely right. I feel like there's an agenda, you know, set against us or whatever. But I think that to fight against that agenda, we have to get to a place where our children feel safe talking to us as children, and not feel like they have to wait until they're of age and out mom and dad's house to voice these things. You have to make them feel safe at home first. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something you want your kid to come to you and say before they even make up their mind that they might be gay or bi or considering trans. Like, you want them to be able to come to you and say, you know, Mom, Dad, like, I'm struggling. I don't, you know, I know I'm supposed to like girls, but I have a thing for boys, and feel comfortable. I know, and it's going to be hard. I'm not going to say that it's going to be easy, but we got to learn to swallow our pride and deal with our kids in a way that's not going to make them fearful to tell us things. Like, we have to let them feel safe being themselves. We have to.
For sure. I feel like I had those conversations. I really ask, not really directly, but I'm like, you know, how you feel? No, nigga, no, I mean, like, how you feel? How you feel about everything. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
how you feel like about girls? How you feel about books? You know what I mean? Like, how you talk to me?
Or even I asked my daughter, is there anything I can do to be a better mom? My daughter get irked. She be like, Mom, please don't start. But that right there, that's what I needed. Like, I gave you the opportunity to sing. If I was doing something, like, I want you, and I'll tell her, like, no, I'm being serious. Like, I want you, if I'm doing anything, that makes you feel, scared to speak to me, or anything that, I say that makes you feel not good, like, whatever, tell me. Because I want my daughter to know you human, and we grew up, talking back. Expressing ourselves was considered being disrespectful. No. My daughter would tell me, Mom, you don't have to curse. And I'd be like, you right, but you need to learn how to listen. So me and my daughter have that dialogue back and forth, and I feel like I don't always get it right, but I feel like that's healthy dialogue, because she's telling me what she need, but I'm also expressing what I need from her. So it's like we need more of that in colored households, period.
sure.
Both Black, Spanish, in colored households, period.
Yeah, in the minority community.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Rob?
Nah, I agree with everybody. I was just thinking like where the question came from, but I even seen, I don't know if y'all seen that what's the name? Saucy.
I
Santana.
seen something. I seen
You
something.
seen that?
I ain't see the whole thing.
I ain't see the whole thing either, but it's just a little clip. It was just like,
It's like on border.
you just got to be involved with your kids. That's all I say. Because with his situation, from what I heard, it was like he, because he gay or whatever, but he I guess he was straight at one point, but his cousin is the one that kind of turned him out. I mean, from what I seen or whatever. So I was just like it was like a question I asked him, like, what he even like guys because of that, you feel me, encounter. He probably could have been still liking women, but it was like in the house, you feel me? So that was just like a crazy situation. But I feel like, to throw that on top of everything, things be happening because of not even like the agenda. It be sometimes, and
Sometimes
things,
that happens a lot.
things be going on. You know what I mean? Kids, they
In the family.
always, you feel what I'm saying,
Yeah.
being curious. You feel
Yeah.
me? And hormones and all that. So you just gotta be aware with your kids. You feel what I'm saying? Who they're around and just
Yeah, because
can't
they
be
say
leaving
it's
them
the
around
argument.
with
It's
everybody.
the argument. Can it be taught? Are you born
That's-
that way, or can it be taught?
That's why I was
That's-
really
that's-
going to ask, like, yo, do you believe that?
I believe it could go either way, because you got people that are brought up in heavily religious households, and they come out gay, but they're taught all their life that is wrong, but they still grow up and that's what they are. So were they possibly born? Nobody ever taught them that. You know what I'm saying? But then you have people who was violated by a close relative, sometimes their own mother, father. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's, to me, is taught, because the people who are set to protect you, whether even don't even got to be a parent, it could be any adult in your family or close to your family that you look up to. That, because when kids look up, whether it's a mom, godmom, cousin, you look at that person like they're supposed to protect me. So you trust them. So the things that they say are right, you deem right. And the things that they say are wrong, you deem wrong. As a child, you don't know no better. You're just adopting the beliefs of those that you trust to protect you. So now, with that, it's like, if mom is letting her boyfriend touch me and not addressing it, or my cousin is coming over and touching me, this must be right. This must be the way things go.
Even though your mind's saying something else, the way you're internalizing it, you know what I mean, it could come out later on within you about what you went through as younger. You know what I mean? Like, I think me and Jay were having like a debate off the pod or whatever with the talk, or born that way, and I was always thinking that it was taught because of, like, the high molestation rate that a lot of the people in that community encounter. But I spoke with somebody, a young lady or whatever, and she just told me a story of how she was very young and she like was on some gay timing or whatever, when she was young. I'm like, so that kind of like proves my my theory wrong, like,
Okay.
because I'm like, so now I'm at the point where I'm like believing that some people may just be born that way. I think I don't know her whole story, so I'm probably gonna try to get some more or whatever, just to understand of it. Maybe it depends on what she was exposed to, also.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like she could have seen some shit on TV and got freaking like curious.
That's
you know
what
what
I'm
I mean?
saying. Yeah.
And it's like this is why I'd be so against having that kind of stuff on TV, because kids need to just
Are
be kids. They don't need to
exposed to
see
it.
this stuff.
Mhm.
They need to just focus on being a kid. They don't need to worry about their
Especially
sexual
in the
orientation.
cartoons
It's
and
on
all that
cartoons and
shit,
stuff.
They
You
be
know what I mean?
trying to like force it in there and
All right.
little
Yeah,
commercials.
and it's very-
it's
it's
like
very
I get it.
controversial.
I know it's there for representation, and you know,
yeah.
I'm like, but they don't need to be worried
It's
about their
forced
sexual
on them.
orientation as
It's
a kid
forced on
at
them.
all. They don't need to be worried about who they like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, like them damn grades. You know what I mean? Like freaking them toys and shit.
But
like,
people are scared to talk about it
Right.
because it's so controversial.
it is. 'Cause you can't,
God
right now, saying
forbid you
this
go
stuff-
against the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, they
God
got power.
forbid. But I mean, I hope this is safe. It's safe. Okay.
No. Yeah,
what
shout
I'ma
out-
say-
Shout out to them too.
Yeah,
know what
it
I mean?
is. It is.
Ain't
And
nothing
I,
against them.
Hell yeah,
I know a lot of
I
gay people.
they
For
y'all my
instance,
folks. Like,
listen,
for real.
it's gay people like what's his name, Jeffree Star. I believe he's into makeup heavily, and he'll say it like all that shit is crazy. Like the way they're pushing that agenda, like it's crazy. Like he agrees with people like us. You know what I'm saying? And he's full blown gay. You know what I mean? So I think that people are afraid to talk about it because like some people,
They come for you.
like the trans and things, like they
Cancel
are very,
culture.
very. It is very sensitive for them. You know what I'm saying? And I understand because they get a lot of, backlash, a lot of bullying, harassment. So I understand their stance and why they're so sensitive about it. But I feel like that's not a reason for the rest of us who are raising children that are being exposed to it. That just because you're sensitive about that, that does not mean I have to shut up and not speak on it. Because that's what you believe. You're not going to project that on my child. And I think we got to get to a space where we can speak about it respectfully.
Yeah, I think,
You know what I'm saying?
I think that if they want us to understand their plight, they have to understand our plight as well, especially as far as our kids. Only because that's the only way, like you said, to get some kind of middle ground, basically. Because I think that both sides are just saying what they mean. Nobody's wrong, you know what I mean? But it's like nobody wants to agree. And like there lies the problem. So it's like I think that eventually, once you weed out the ones who just want to have a problem, you know what I mean? Like, because on both sides, people just want to have a problem, I feel like. But it's like, the ones who trying to make sense of it. And that's all I'm trying to do is make sense of it because my kids have to navigate through this world, you know what I mean? It's like I want it to be the best environment, you know what I mean, where everybody from whatever kind of fucking background and orientation or whatever, you know what I mean, can be in the same place without nobody feeling no kind of way. You know what I mean? But it's like, forcing that, and I don't mean forcing that, but I'm saying when I feel like you're forcing it when you have it on TV and stuff like that for kids to see. You know what I mean? Like,
Do y'all think that that it really is everywhere? Because like I don't see it too much or whatever like that. But do you think it's more like a thing like, all right, soon as you get a punch buggy, then all of a sudden you see punch buggies all the time. But you never really paid attention no more. But now that y'all kind of like made it like that, why they doing this so much? And then now like it's on your radar, then you kind of see it. Because I don't feel like I ever see it like too much being promoted, except for like doing like Gay Pride Month or something like that.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it is out there. Of course, I don't watch any kid shows. I don't have any kids and anything like that. So y'all probably see it more than me because y'all have kids. You know what I mean? Whatever like that.
So you
But
don't
y'all
have any children?
No, I don't have no children.
Okay.
No. So you don't really think it really is like pushed like that heavy?
I don't want to say push, but the fact that you're putting this on, like, you're giving kids that have access to these cartoons and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You're putting this on there. That's not necessary.
As a kid,
I'ma
that's
use
our argument.
I'm gonna use JoJo Siwa as an example. Are you guys familiar with JoJo Siwa?
Yeah.
She is a teenage girl. I'm not sure how old she is now, but she pushes that gay agenda very hard.
Oh, she doesn't now, heavy?
Huh?
Yeah,
Heavy now?
I
Heavy.
don't know if she's still doing
There
that.
was
but I
was
did see her.
what was it? She had like a game or something. She made a game and a parent had took a picture of the cards on it and it was very like inappropriate questions. So it's like, and I can't remember what the questions were exactly, but I just remember them being very inappropriate.
No, is this a TV show?
No,
Nah, she's
JoJo
like
Siwa is.
She was like
she
a
did have a
popular
teacher.
kid.
Yeah, she was on
She's
like a
Hannah
dance show or
Montana type of-
something.
You remember
She
him?
was on a dance show.
Yeah.
She started off on a dance show, and then she branched off, did her own, and created her own brand ultimately.
She's like a crazy popular like YouTuber kid.
And let me ask you this: like, with y'all being parents,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, I'm pretty sure y'all just not letting y'all kids just go and watch anything. Are y'all regulating what y'all kids watching? Are y'all looking up the different shows and seeing what really, Because I'm pretty sure if they got a description, or you look up the show and they'll tell you, hey, this has a gay undertone to it or whatever like that. Are y'all doing this and then making sure y'all kids are watching what y'all prefer for them to watch?
I mean, as far as not all the time, you can't say you're doing it all the time, but it's just me. As far as my thing, it's just like certain clips you see. Like it was like something about Buzz Lightyear, like the new Buzz Lightyear.
Coco
that
Melon
came
had some
out.
shit, but
It's like little clips that you see like online. Is like that's what's really catching me, and I'm like, why is that even a thought as a kid? As a kid, you should just be learning.
Right.
Why are you learning about? You know what I mean? Liking the same sex. You know what I'm saying?
The other thing is, it's not expected to be on there, so you're not really going through every description. Because I'm not expecting,
and you don't
for
know
this
what
cartoon to
episode.
have-
You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's not even just the gay thing. It's deeper than that. Like my daughter is 7 going on 8, and she watches those little YouTube clips, and it be times like when she plays it on her TV, I turn the volume up so like I can still kind of hear, like even though I'm not in her room, and I'll catch certain things. And one time I went in there, and it was like the girl came to her boyfriend's house and found another girl there. And she was coming to tell him she was pregnant. But when you look at the aesthetic of the video, it looks like Barbie's dream house. So to the eye, it's appealing to our children, but the context of the message is completely inappropriate. So that's why I say it's not just about being gay and all that trans and all of that talk. That's part of it, but it's just period. Why is sexuality, whether heterosexual, homosexual, whatever, why is it being pushed on our children? I don't want to see my daughter watching a man and a woman tonguing each other down on TV, nor do I want to see a man and a man or a woman and a woman. It doesn't matter. It's all inappropriate.
Oh, let's pause on that.
Yeah, we all agree maybe that it's just about TV stuff. I don't really care who's somebody humping. You know what I mean? It's all about really more so just keeping out of the range of the kids, letting the kids be kids. And I think that's a lot of people's concern. To be honest with you, I don't think nobody care about who's anybody humping. I don't care.
But that goes back to creating a safe space.
Yeah.
Because we got it starts at home. Because when our kids leave home, they being influenced by so much. They being influenced by TV, YouTube, music, their peers. They're being influenced by so many external factors that we have no control over. So that's why I said it starts at home with creating that safe space, having conversations, even when you're wrong, saying sorry to your children. And that goes to, teaching your children that you're worthy and you are to be respected. You got to respect them first. So that regardless of what they go out in that world and be, whether they gay, straight, yellow, purple, green, it doesn't matter. Y'all gonna respect me for the human that I am.
Facts.
And they're not gonna demand that respect in the real world if they don't get it at home first.
Do you think it's more of they're trying to put an agenda, or is it more that they're just trying to put it out there so it's more accepted?
Like inclusive type thing.
Because the thing is that 15 years ago, like it wasn't really accepted like that. Like people were getting killed for being gay. People was committing suicide because they were scared to come out. People was getting harassed a lot. Everywhere. Do you think they're trying to when they show it to the kids? Do you think it's more of a let's bring up the younger generation to be okay with it? Whoever likes what they like, they're gonna like what they like, and then whoever is like this, we're letting them know that, hey, this is okay and it is accepted so that you don't have to feel a type of way, be depressed, be stressed, or whatever case may be like that. Do you think it's more of that? Because I don't think they want everybody to be gay. I think they just it's like more of a, hey, this is what's out there, so it's trying to make them accept it, a thing, so they won't talk about it. People,
that could be. I think there's, if you want to do that, there's some conspiracy theories out there with why it may be an agenda. You know what I mean? Population control, you know what I mean?
Everybody has their own intentions
Motherfuckers
behind
gay,
it.
motherfuckers ain't Korean babies.
They're
You know
like
what I
the
mean?
same way. It's just
So,
like
like-
race. How we segregate like ourselves with race, blacks and whites, and you know what I'm saying. Sexuality is just another way to segregate human beings. I feel like it is being pushed on us because take the kids out of it. Let's talk about bathrooms. Let's talk about prisons, jails, where they're making these unisex bathrooms. I went to the 4040 in New York. Their bathrooms are unisex, both men and women.
Well, a lot of clubs
And-
are like that though.
Okay, so let's take the club out of it, but just in any public place,
Target or
it
something like
makes
that, that would be
women
wrong, yeah.
vulnerable. It makes women vulnerable. It allows men who are nasty and creepy to pretend to be a gay man just to get into those bathrooms and do whatever they want to women, like, or children. Like, there's been stories that have been publicized about, children going into bathrooms and there's somebody waiting in a stall for them.
And a lot
So
of that
it's a safety thing too.
Yeah. But a lot of that's really like a state law. Like they had to vote on that. Like
Vote is another thing.
you know what
That's
I mean?
another
You
thing.
had to vote. Every state's not like that. A man can't go in any bathroom every state. It's state to state that they vote on it. Hey, do you want transgender or like that to be able to go to a different?
So this is where I say, as individuals, it's intentions, right? So if this particular state is being ran by somebody who is biased in terms of gay rights and things like that and equality and how the extent of what that goes, but over there in, I don't know, Texas, they not going for that. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
it's still voted on by the people though. You know what I'm saying? Like even
I
though the
believe-
person might be like okay when they're forward, it's still voted on by the people if they're gonna allow it. So a person like just like the president, they can have their agendas where it's like that. It's still gotta get voted on by Congress. Still gotta get voted on by the House. It still gotta be voted on by Congress or where it's like that. But same thing with state. It may be a governor who's forward and they might get voted in there, but they just can't put the bill through. Like it still has to get voted on at the election or whatever it's like that.
but why is it even a thing to begin with? I feel like we can educate our children. We do it already. I don't think that it has to be this extent where we have to put a spotlight on heterosexuality. Like, it's literally a spotlight on it. Like, I don't feel like it has to be that deep. The same way they do programs in health class about bullying. Just add a subsection.
Yeah.
Add a subsection, make it a conversation, but you don't got to put it on TV and make bad for like they'll let a trans woman, like a man turned woman, into a female prison. He still got his man part. Now he in there. You hear stories about
that
they getting
go in there and
pregnant
get them
in
all
there.
pregnant.
I don't think
That's not okay.
Or you get somebody who identifies as as a woman or something. And they go to the bathroom. It's a story out there. This guy in there, and they're beating his joint off in the women's bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like these are.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
These are stories out there that worry people. Although the media may be, amplifying a lot of stuff or whatever, these are still stories. These are things that still happen. You know what I mean? Like, so which causes more worry for people. Like I said, a safety concern and all that. Also, you know what I mean? Because some people could just be playing the game. You know what I mean? Also with their sexuality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like.
I think that just like anything, like when you say stories like a guy's in a girl bathroom speeding off, but they allowed to go in there or like that. I think it's just like with anything. Somebody's gonna take advantage of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like somebody's gonna take advantage of the rules, and that's just life. It don't matter what kind of rules we got in place. Something put in there to prove a benefit for a certain group. Somebody's gonna take advantage of it. But I think that a lot of times we may not understand, like, because for us, a lot of people, and definitely our age group, and how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
29.
29. A lot of our age group, a lot of people know that, being gay ain't really that easy to, like, come out and say, you know what I mean? Definitely born the years that we was born in.
Right.
But we got to understand, too, that it may be a bigger population or community of the LGBTQ, whatever, community than actual black people
Oh,
in
for
the
sure,
US.
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's a
Maybe.
bigger population
Maybe.
than that because they have all races.
Mm-hmm.
Some people who's bisexual. You know what I mean, and whatever the case may be. We only take up 13% of the population. I'm pretty sure it's probably bigger that of gays and people who are, they say like beard people, you know what I mean, bearded guys or something like that who may have a wife like that, but they may be gay on the side, but whatever. But what I'm saying is that, so these rights and these stuff that's coming out, it's a big community that we just don't really know that really want all this stuff to be. Now, of course, some people are going to take advantage of it. We just have to make sure that we see those incidents. We address them. We speak out and say, hey, what's going on, and make sure that we vote to get what we don't want. You know what I mean?
And you know, also a lot of gay people that I've spoken with in the past, they don't even agree with all this shit.
Yeah,
they don't agree
like-
with all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's so some of them, not all of them, guys, but you know what I mean. I think that some of them may have maybe some type of mental stuff too with them. You know what I mean? They want to identify as this and they want to identify as that. Why do I have to agree with how you feel about yourself in your head?
And they're letting kids, they honor kids and stuff when if a kid wants to identify. My little sister's friend, a friend of hers is a teacher, and she came home one day and she said that she has a student who identifies as a cat, I believe it was.
See?
So they had to put a litter box in the bathroom for this girl. I'm not making
you
this
see
up.
what I'm saying?
So this is what I'm saying. This is where it's that's dangerous for us as a community. Like I said, okay, so go back to the prison thing, right, where they're letting trans women, go into women facilities, and now they're impregnating all these women because they still got their male part, but they identify as a woman. Right, so y'all give them the right to go into this woman facility, but not even only that. But now, but not even only that. Where are them babies going? Who raising them babies? And that's why when people be like, "Oh, that's not my business," why that's not your business? I understand, you mind your business, but only to a certain degree. Some things you gotta, and it's not what you say, is how you say it. Like if you see a parent struggling, and can I help you? Like you see a single mom struggling with her kids, you don't gotta be judgmental. Like you don't gotta be hitting that baby like that. Listen, ma'am, I see you stressed. Do you mind if I just help you load your car with your groceries? I'll hold the baby while you do that. It's your approach. It's your approach, because like sometimes we have to step in as humans and mind somebody else's business, because ultimately in the long run it affects us. Oh, that don't got nothing to do with me. Why don't it? Because them babies that was created in jail by that trans woman and that biological woman, they going in the world somewhere. They gonna end up somewhere, and that could be your daughter's boyfriend or your son's girlfriend, and that now it's your problem, because now this broken child is now a broken human dating your child. Now what they gonna do? Go make a baby? Now that's your business. It probably wasn't your business 20 years ago. It's your business now.
I don't think it's fair to say he's broken right off the back.
I'm not saying off the back.
He might go to a family that might be a good family.
Maybe, but I'm saying worst case scenario. What I'm saying, but his life already started off rocky. You were created in a jail by a trans woman and a biological woman who are inmates.
Sheesh,
You already off to a rough start. Now you got to rely on the foster care system, or that's, in my opinion, garbage.
Hopefully you get placed.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
The system is not, I'm sorry, the system is not designed to protect us. It's just not. That's why you got these children. You got these children out here in foster homes getting touched, and they go back and they tell their caseworker, and then nothing gets done about it. Then they wondering why these kids is running away and killing themselves, or even worse, going into schools or going on, to their peers and inflicting that same thing on them, projecting what's being done to them. Because kids touch kids too.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's deeper than just, oh, we're going to educate and, try to make it acceptable upon society.
So with that being said, though, yes, you could say they can go into foster care, and foster care they can get touched and everything. So, but people get in touch in their own home. And it's been being done for years. People getting touched by uncles, people getting touched by cousins, people getting
absolutely.
touched by,
but
you know
why
what I mean?
make it easy for it to
I
happen?
don't think it's easy. I think it's been easy forever. You know what I mean? Just by people in their family. You know what I mean? I think it's more of, I think the government, maybe not the government, but some groups are worrying about more like, let's reach out to the kids to make them know that it's acceptable. Make them know that you can come talk to somebody. Make them know because they can be in their own family. They can be with a foster family. They can be in a group home. They can be anywhere. And anything can happen to them at any time. They can be in school and they can get touched and you know what I mean, stuff like that. So I think they're maybe worrying about like, all right, it's pedophiles everywhere. You know what I mean? Or is somebody that's going to do something to somebody anywhere? I think it's more of, hey, let's reach out to them. Let's get into the cartoons and let them know it's okay to be let them know that you can talk to somebody. Let them know, you know what I mean? Let's do different things. I think you think it's more than that? Because it's always easy to think the negative.
Who
That's a weird
Dan
angle.
Schneider?
Huh?
Who's familiar with Dan Schneider, Nickelodeon?
Yes.
Producer of Nickelodeon.
yeah.
Y'all heard about that?
Yeah.
On set?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. It's not them just trying to educate. They're pushing an agenda. You got Ariana Grande on TV beating off a potato. You understand what I'm saying?
But that was
you got
that was his effed up
But-
mind that did that.
But you know how many other adults was on that set? You know how
Just
many,
seen that.
you know how many, you know, what is it? Like they
many
have to
years
get
has been
approved
going on?
by different, whatever, I don't even know the word to use, but they got to get that exactly by different networks. That has to go through
That
a
shit got
series of
okayed.
different people before that even hits
Now,
our homes.
let me ask you this.
And nobody thought that was a problem?
No, you know what's the problem? The problem is ain't no parents watching what their kids watching. Because if enough people would have complained, that would have been taken off immediately. All that shit would have stopped happening. But nobody's watching what their kids watching. It's just, all right, go. You're watching Nickelodeon? Okay, that's fine. Parents go do that. Nobody's watching what.
Because nobody's expecting that kind of
So
shit.
what? You
know
still
what I'm saying?
gotta
Like,
monitor your kids. Like you can't.
You
can't just
do.
say,
Wait,
like,
that,
you
that
have
doesn't
to
mean
monitor
that doesn't
your
mean they're not being monitored because that kind of shit got by. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Listen, I was a Nickelodeon kid.
That just means
And
the
my
expectation.
parents was on me. I was a Nickelodeon kid. I wasn't allowed to watch That's So Raven. My parent, I snuck and I did it. But it's like, you know, the reason my mom didn't want me watching it is because the whole sidekick thing, and I grew up in a Christian household. So I wasn't allowed to watch it for that reason. But, you know, I just feel like then it wasn't as put out there. Like they were very subliminal with it back then. Do you get what I'm saying? It was like comedy for kids. Now, because I feel like now a light shined on it because of all of this transgender and gay and LGBT, them pushing that agenda, parents are starting, because now y'all becoming very blunt with it. So now people are starting to look at things in a different light because y'all not trying to sugarcoat it no more. Y'all putting it smack dead in front of us raw. Y'all got Sexy Red out here with a lip gloss line with gonorrhea, nut. Come on now, it's right in front of us. It's right in front of us. Y'all being blunt with it now. So it's like, it can't be overlooked when y'all putting it right there in front of it. Like, I mean, y'all always been, but y'all been sugarcoating it. Like I said, it was like comedy. Nowadays, it's not comedy because it's so blunt.
All right, so that was a good talk though.
Yeah.
That was a very good call.
That was
Sorry.
very.
All right, so, you know, you meet somebody that this is now we're talking about adult stuff now. This adult stuff. You meet somebody, and it could be like on Facebook dating or whatever like that, Tinder, whatever case may be, or you may just meet somebody, you know what I mean, a person you probably didn't realize, and say somebody is missing a body part that you meet, but they don't tell you at first, and you don't notice at first.
Okay.
You busting up with them, you talking to them for 5 hours in the night and where it's like that till you go to sleep, and then, you know, later on down the line you realize that they're missing a body part. Do you think they should tell you up front?
What body part is it?
Any body part.
Anybody part.
Niggas missing legs out here.
Yeah, you got limb fished.
You know what I mean? He always wearing pants, but he missing a leg, and you ain't know.
All right.
That happened to me before.
Happened to you before?
Nigga was missing a hairline.
Oh,
I was
shit.
mad as hell.
Shit.
I was mad as
So
hell.
it came off with the hat.
I was mad as hell.
Had that hat on
Okay.
tight.
So you don't
I
like, you
think
don't like
I
baldies?
think people. I ain't saying that. Don't do that with your boy head. I'm saying y'all need to let people know when y'all ain't got no hairline,
Or when you got a disability.
especially when you fine as
He
hell.
said that's a disability.
Yeah, this is a disability.
A
You
hairline?
No, just period. If you missing something, it's a disability. You're not.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a
not
disability.
the average
My uncle
human.
used to be missing like a little nub off his finger. That's not a disability.
It could
It could be. He could try to get some
Nah, I
answers
mean,
out.
you
You
can't
right.
get a check
You
for
right.
that.
I wouldn't be
You get a-
surprised if he didn't. I would
Exactly.
be surprised if he did.
Well, can
That's
I
how
get,
it
can I
works.
get a check for not having a hairline then?
I don't know if that's a disability. I
He
don't
said,
know about her.
they said if you wasn't born with it,
But
That's what I
limbs.
thought you just said.
No. She said hairline. I said limbs. Limbs.
Oh, you talking about limbs? Okay.
Yeah. Limbs. It's like. Yeah.
Nah, you gotta disclose that type of
you
information.
need to tell somebody. That's crazy.
Like, cause then I'm gonna feel bad. Like, what if I'm laying? I'm like, oh shit! Like, you
shit, what's
scared
that?
me. Now I feel bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
shit.
startled me.
Startled me with your nub. It's
Can I tell
crazy.
y'all something?
Oh shit.
You missing a body part?
Take it off.
First of all, Jay,
Let me see.
Throw that pop.
this nigga a savage.
Um,
It's like,
I was dating a girl.
Oh,
shit like this.
Shut up.
I was dating a girl, and you know, she never told me what she was missing. I'm gonna tell you at the end, right? All right. And one day she was drinking like a cup, like a big gulp, or
Okay.
whatever, like that. But she was holding it with two hands, and I was running like. And
You start counting her
we
fingers.
sitting there watching it. We watching and watching. Nah, I ain't realized nothing. So I'm sitting there. We watching like a comedy show, and she holding it with two hands. And I'm like, "Why you holding that cup like that?" She like, "Cause I want to."
blew it.
Oh shit.
Well, what's she
She
holding it
probably
like?
instantly got like
She just holding it
hitters.
like this and drinking it. So I'm like, "Why you holding that cup like that?" She like, "Cause I want to."
Like a baby.
She ain't have all her fingers.
like a baby bottle and shit. She like,
So I'm like, "All right," and I still ain't really pay attention. You know what I mean? to
Lights was
anything.
down low.
No, it was bright. It was bright. I just wasn't paying attention. I wasn't thinking about nothing. So then, you know, I was like, that's weird. So then,
So the way she was holding that cup was really bothering you, huh?
it just looked weird. You know when something look weird. Like how many people you know holding? How many adults you know holding cups with two hands?
You're right.
Yeah, I don't care how big the cup is. You know, you're not holding it with two hands. So then, we go in the car. We young. I'm probably like 20. She probably like 19, probably 18. She probably 18. I'm 20. And we go in the car because we at her parents' house. So we go in the car. So she supposed to, you know, give me some head before I go my way.
You ain't noticed till she.
keep that in mind.
So we so she started going down on me. So I'm telling her, you know, she young. So I'm telling her like, yo, use your hand. I'm coaching her.
Fucking shit, man.
So she like, no. Like she telling me no, like she don't want to.
Now
I'm
I
like-
got it. I don't use no hands, nigga.
I'm like, no, we're not getting right the way you
I
doing
want to
it.
know what she was missing.
So she like, no. So I'm like, come on. So I grab her hand and say, yo, come on, like put her hand down there.
She
And
ain't
she
have a
like,
thumb.
she holding it, but she not holding it fully. And I'm like, what the fuck?
She don't got a thumb.
I grabbed her head. She ain't had no thumb.
I knew it.
She had no thumb on. She had no thumb on both hands.
Oh,
I
that's why
never
she
realized.
couldn't grab the other side of the cup.
Yeah.
How you don't realize
So
somebody
what she
missing two
had,
thumbs?
like, it was like a fake
One
thumb?
thumb was completely off, and the other one was like real small. Like it wasn't gonna grab nothing.
So what did you end up doing?
So I was like, let me see your hand. So she pulled her hand back.
Oh, man.
Oh my god!
And
Let
she
me
like,
see your
yo.
hand. It's crazy.
And I'm like, yo, I
That
said, let me
nigga
see
went
your
back
hand,
in
yo.
the shell.
Like, yo, fucked up.
Fucked
Yo.
up,
You
yo.
probably watched it.
I ain't laughing at you, Rashid.
So freaking, so
Please,
I was like,
God.
let me see your hand. And she like, I said, let me see your hand. So she finally gave it to me. And I was like, yo, why you ain't never tell me this? You know what I mean? She was like, I didn't think I had to tell you, you know, blah, 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 or words like that. I said, nah, I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. So then, it ended like that. But that's what happened. That was my story.
And then the relationship went downhill.
Damn.
So that's fucked up.
back after that. Hey.
Nah, I think he kept
Is that
fucking
what
with
made
her.
you stop dealing with her? Like, was that like the
Well, we
Yeah,
was,
what you cut her off for?
no, we was always like friends with benefits anyway.
She was
like,
cool,
it
too.
wasn't never like a girlfriend type.
but was y'all still friends with benefits
No, we
after the
still cool.
fact?
Yeah,
Okay.
she was cool as hell. I
Yeah,
fucked
she
with
got
her.
a little small little waist.
Who did she have around me?
Thick ass, huh?
Never mind.
Thick
I ain't-
ass. She ain't got no thumbs, but she got a thick ass.
But so yeah, so that was like where it was like that. But how would y'all feel if somebody didn't have a body part?
Damn.
That shit happened to me in high school.
I'ma feel betrayed.
Hell yeah. But
That's fucked.
she threw me for the
Because why would you? No. So everybody takes stuff like that different. And I don't, everybody's human, right? I'm not bullying. I promise I'm not being a bully, but stuff like that makes me a little bit uneasy. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, if your hand's a little discombobulated or something, like, I'm going to be like, ooh, if you try to touch me. And it's not, I swear it's not to be mean. It's just, I can't help how I
I get what
feel.
you're saying. I get what you're
Like, I'm just a queasy person. Like, period. So, like, you gotta warn me for stuff like that because I don't want to offend you. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me prepare myself. Don't just with 3 fingers. Like,
I don't think they do.
What you think of this?
saying.
like I'm in the mood. You start rubbing my leg, and like you said, she ain't holding it all the way. Like you feel something missing. And I'm like, I only feel 3 fingers.
Sheesh.
Like, don't do that to
Do
me.
you think that's fair to feel? Because you gotta look.
It's not unfair because you can feel how you want to feel too.
You can feel how you want to
Respectfully, though, you
but
know what I
just
mean?
just being conscious and cautious of the whole scenario. When you really think about it, everybody don't walk around like that. So when you see somebody who may not have told you from the beginning,
They want to feel normal.
it's kind of hard to feel betrayed. It's just the same thing as somebody being gay and not want to tell her.
I was
It's like
about to
they might
say.
be a little nervous to say something.
They may be.
So don't
Yeah.
look at them like, oh, you did me.
No, I wouldn't be
Yeah,
mad.
nah,
I
don't be
wouldn't
mad
be.
about it,
I
yeah.
wouldn't be mad at you. I wouldn't treat you different. But I'm just saying, it might startle me, and I might be like, "Ooh, like what's that?"
Ooh, it's crazy.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it might catch me by surprise. You don't
Did it catch you by
normally
surprise?
people.
Huh?
It caught you by surprise,
I'm
right?
mad as hell because I wasn't getting done when I wanted done.
I can't stand 'em.
Picking her hand up though had to be crazy too.
I
though.
can't.
Like, oh shit. what
Let
the
me
fuck?
see your hand. Like, what is
Yo,
that?
you just put her. So you was putting her on the spot, not even knowing you was putting her on the spot. She probably was.
But
Getting
it's
like,
but it was shock.
Yeah.
It was your initial shock. Like, what the
That's what
fuck?
she
Like,
said.
Oh,
and that
shit.
it's not to be mean. Like, it's not to offend nobody.
But I immediately.
But that's
made-
not your everyday
made her comfortable
interaction.
type shit.
I immediately tried to make it feel comfortable. Like, yo, you could have told me that. Like, what? You know what I mean? I don't care about that. Like, I immediately went to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of be like, damn, why you ain't tell me? Like, I ain't give her no attitude with it. You know what I mean? Shit like
I
that.
just believe in giving people the opportunity to make a conscious decision as to whether or not they want to be a part of something or not. Like, and that's just not like a missing limb or
No,
being
for sure,
gay.
for
Like,
sure,
that's like, I got 4 kids. I got 5 kids. Like, be honest about that. Because who said I want to deal with somebody with all them kids? Let me make a conscious decision. That goes to anything. Like, you got to go in, especially if you like a person and you want longevity with a
Interested in them, and then they
situation.
got this thing.
How long you gonna try to hide that for? And then if you really like the person, like, I feel like people should be more comfortable. Not more comfortable because you can't help how you feel, but people should really try their best to be open and honest because that's how people get their feelings hurt. If you pull up on me and you got a prosthetic leg and you ain't never told me you had a prosthetic leg, I might not be with that. Now we all in our feelings and now you feeling like less than because I personally can't be with somebody with a prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I like to play ball. Like, I like to get active and maybe you can't do that. Like,
Save us
and
both
being
the,
active is something that's important in my partner. Like, I need a partner that could get active with me. But now your feelings is hurt because you wasn't 100 with me. And now I got to break it to you. I can't do this.
It's just not my preference.
Yeah.
I had some in high school real fast. It was a freaking. I was liking it too. You know what I mean? Like I was. We were in this like reinstatement program for kids who ain't come to school like that, or whatever. But anyway, it was after school. We had to stay after school for a certain amount of time or whatever. But I was really liking her, yo. Her friends was like liking that I liked her, and I kind of in the back of my mind.
Friends is liking that. I like that.
Yeah, because
They
like
saw her for you.
they saw her. They were like, oh damn, somebody like her, type shit. Feel me? As I'm looking back now, feel me? Like go ahead. I forgot her name, but go ahead, girl. I'm like, cause she was cute. She was cute. But you know what I mean? She was always wearing this coat. Like always wearing the coat, like wearing like a long jacket on her right arm. It was always long right there. So I started peeping that shit. Like, why you always wearing your jacket like that? Like keep it like she'll wear like lopsided so it can come like the arm could be longer than the And fucking she just it's not funny, but it's like looking back at the shit, whatever, and I feel a little bad or whatever. She had like because we kind of was liking each other. We was like getting there to me starting to try to like bag her or whatever. Feel me? Like you know how you in high school you showing somebody you like them, like fucking with them, sitting with them at lunch or something like that type shit. Feel me? Like all the type of little shit, whatever. And you know she ended up having like one arm was way shorter than the other. It was like a little fucking little wing or whatever. And fucking I'm not sure.
They had to call it a wing.
A wing is crazy. I'm about sick of y'all.
I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't mean it like that.
A wing.
It was very. I'm not trying to. I'm not
Rashi, you
trying
ain't
to.
shit.
like wings.
Yo, threw me off so hard, yo.
Yo, I can
was
see
like,
your
what the-
face. Like,
Cause I actually went. I said, "Why you always wearing a jacket?" You know, I'm like, "Why you always wearing a jacket?" Whatever. Film like,
summertime.
yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? So you know what I mean. So anyway, I ended up saying to that. I was like, "Damn." In my head, I'm like, "Damn." I don't like her no more.
Damn, crushed.
As a young boy in my head, I ain't say that out loud. I just left her alone or whatever. Feel me? I was like,
She peeped.
I felt bad. She peeped the shit. Feel me? I was like, felt bad as hell. Feel me? Like, cause she was pretty. Everything else was right. She just had a little shorter arm or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
But that's why, again,
But she
you
wasn't
gotta
trying to really
teach
show me
your
that.
kids
Feel me?
to love themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta teach your kids to love themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Speak life into your children. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are worthy. Like you have to. It goes back to that because there's some disabled people out there that is got more confidence than all of us in this room put together.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's some disabled people out there like that, and that's because their home life, their family spoke life into them. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like everybody could live a quality life if you know they learn to that. If we just learn a simple rule that we treat people how to treat us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When you walk around with that I'm not worthy mindset, people, especially bad people, manipulators, narcissists, because they know what to look for in good people. Do you know what I'm saying? And they target those good people. So when you have a vulnerable heart and people see that, but you're a good person, they'll take advantage of that. So you have to, you know.
Let's pause there.
Because
If we wrong, if we right and you're wrong, so if you say that it
No, she's not wrong. She just
yeah,
her answer. Are we right on her answer?
If y'all right, I got a drink.
yeah.
Okay.
But if one of us say that it's not a deal breaker, and you say that it is, we got to drink. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Or vice versa. You know what I mean? You
Okay.
understand?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Woo!
If you don't, you gonna fuck around and find out.
I'm a lightweight, y'all.
All right.
Hey,
She going first. Sierra, you going first?
I'm going first.
You gotta go first.
the
Yeah.
guest,
What I gotta do?
go first.
it's time for deal breaker,
Right
breaker,
when you
breaker,
call
breaker.
cards.
Yeah, you're going to pick a top card. Yep.
All right, they're gonna look at it and read it, and then don't say nothing after you read it. Okay.
Okay. He sells content on OnlyFans.
Is that a deal breaker for her?
Yeah, she into that. She into that.
We're gonna say it's not a deal breaker.
Okay.
All right, Jay, you.
It's a deal breaker.
I'm gonna say deal breaker. And the answer.
Fuck. Why she just look at me like that? What the fuck?
What? It's
I'm
a
just
deal
like,
breaker.
Damn.
Why do you think it's not a deal breaker?
Because y'all automatically go to
Do
the
I
nasty
give
shit.
you that vibe that I want my man slinging D on OnlyFans?
He said content. That don't mean he's selling sex on there. And that's anybody that subscribes on OnlyFans. OnlyFans is not just
Yeah,
for
he
sex.
just
But
jerking off.
OnlyFans comes with, it's still a deal breaker. I don't care if
be on
you
there having a
promoting
cooking show.
Pop-Tarts on there.
He on there showing his feet. Like,
You feel me? He's showing his bunions after they got from work.
Ew.
You got a feet following.
Ew. I don't like that.
you don't like nice
You
feet?
getting that money on.
I don't know. It's
Bunions.
just I like me a manly man. A manly man don't do stuff like that to me.
He's showing
Like-
his work feet.
He
Like,
can't look manny jerking.
He can't show his work feet after work?
jerking off.
huh, for real, I don't even like men that really play social media like real heavy.
Mm-mm.
So like,
It's a business though.
I don't care. Go find another
He
business.
his own LLC.
Like you just at home every day recording your feet online.
Getting that money.
You would do it.
I listen.
Rashi would do it.
If the bag came out of nowhere off just showing feet,
Yo, if they want to see these
Listen.
millions, they gonna see these
Some
millions.
of
I ain't
them
gonna lie
making
to you.
$500 million a month.
$500 million is
if
crazy.
you making 500
You don't make
million
500
No,
million.
no,
a
I
month,
said 500 to $1
like,
million.
yo.
500,000 to $1 million a month. I said some people doing that.
then I might go for it. But nobody's
Like
doing
the
that.
girl Bad Baby,
That's
make,
not-
the girl Bad
Off
Baby making
feet.
money.
she making
Yeah,
bread.
Doing what?
she got like 52 million.
Doing what?
Like
Showing
off
her
of
body,
OnlyFans, she
though.
just showing her body.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you doing?
Nasty
like,
niggas.
I'm a
gotta be
believer that
showing his
I'm a
body
believer
on
that
that.
all money is not good money.
Yeah, but if
All
I'm
money
show-
not good
if
money.
I'm showing my feet though,
So-
I'm gonna do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. But you're not gonna mess with me if I show my feet on there. Like I got this is ugly. This is basketball feet.
I mean, I might, but like when I get mad, I'm gonna be like, shit, lazy ass, don't do shit but sit in the house and record your feet all day. Like,
Crazy as hell.
That's crazy. But I'm bringing it home.
I don't know, but that's just
that
like
doesn't sound
something about that to
I'm
me
bringing
is just
I'm bringing
so
home all
not-
the bacon.
I don't care. I mean, yeah, I'ma love it, but something about it is just never gonna sit
Men
right.
deserve a
Like,
soft life too, man. What?
yeah, like go out in the world and I give you soft life when you come home, massage you down on all that, rub your feet, draw your back with all that.
They broke his head with them
But
massages.
Right?
I'm
what?
not gonna be broke. I'm just playing.
Not
though.
broke. He said
Nuh-uh.
like making guap off the feet type shit. Like,
No.
Nah,
I
okay,
just
that's
don't-
all right.
that's
We got
that's
you.
all right.
All right, what up,
Something about
Pop?
that just eaves me out.
She likes to have sex in public.
Not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker. Fuck it.
Yo, what the fuck, yo?
You look like you like the
Yeah, he
you
looked like that. Right?
like you yeah.
That shit's fun.
He like he'll do anything, anywhere.
He look like he'll do anything.
I really was never. I was never doing that before, and you know what I mean.
Where's the craziest place you did it?
Like in the craziest place?
Me and my ex did it in Penn's Landing.
You know the thing is,
Man, I
see,
listen,
Penn's Landing
we'll-
crazy.
we'll
Penn's Landing
go-
where?
We'll go.
Huh?
Outside?
Yeah.
Where?
What you mean where?
By that tree.
We was by
Down
the
there by the
tree.
beach.
Could somebody see you like, or she was sitting on the little thing and you were sitting down on them?
Yeah, they probably could if they came close enough to us, but like it was like a pavilion, I think.
Okay.
But we was real spot like that's like we still real fly like we still real fly to this day like we was just real spontaneous. But I think it was me. It was me. Like he told me recently like I love the way like you used to have me doing shit I wasn't used to.
That's
Like,
what it
That's
was
what-
for me.
see,
We used to
now-
fucking we was somewhere and we was catching a lift back, and right in the back seat, right,
In the lift.
and a lift. That's
Yo,
like
that
borderline
would've made you
sexual
get out.
That's
That's crazy.
harassment.
That's wild.
That's what I thought it was wilding too. I was like,
You know when in the workplace
a
that's
girl
sexual
or a guy?
harassment.
Girl, the
it
guy
was a
driving.
guy driving.
Oh, he was digging it.
Yeah, he was like fixing the mirror and shit.
You set him up
wait,
real fast.
what? How was it? Y'all was going crazy.
Wasn't going crazy though.
Y'all was sneaking.
Y'all was quiet.
She was on top. It couldn't be that
She
sneaky.
just sat in front of me, sat on top of me.
The car ain't that far.
So I sat it, know what I mean? Like, straddled me.
It was a
type shit.
compact car. He wasn't. What kind of Uber
He's
he
a
in?
compact car.
Fuck, bitch.
Hello, are you in the gap?
You think I'm in a fucking little bit, a little ass? You think I'm in a little ass Ford Focus and shit? The fuck?
Yo, my thing is this.
Yo, let me tell y'all though. Let me just take my bad. Cause this shit was funny. Cause I'm like, this motherfucker had to know he was back there. Fucking. He like, yo, that was what did he say? But he couldn't speak English or whatever.
Yeah, so like, what you gonna say if you can't
He
even?
like, yo, one of the best rights ahead. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like, he knew we was fucking back here. He had to know. But
Sex has a smell, too.
I know Jay got a story.
You ever walked in a room behind somebody having sex and you was like, they was fucking?
I tell you one thing. For me, I don't have no sex smells, and I don't.
No, it don't even-
like that shit.
It don't have to be. It don't have to be. No, it don't have
Sex
to
smells
be.
is like I never had it. When I pick somebody, we don't have sex smells. So I don't know, but yeah.
No, it don't have to be a
people,
smell. Yeah, like
I know what you're saying though.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you could just, you know.
Yeah. When he fixing the books up and she's sitting there fixing the bed, like acting like they normal.
Sex is in the room.
Yeah, like you walk in like y'all
smell
was
the tension.
Like they
fucking
were like
like
clean the room and shit, but
yeah, like y'all was doing it. You know when
Yeah.
you walk in and somebody just got done having sex.
This is my
Not
thing.
even to say they gotta stink or be dirty. Like it don't even gotta. It's a sex
It's a
smell.
I know
like
what you're saying though. It's because it's thick in the room.
Nah,
now.
everybody don't have a sex smell.
It's thick in the room, so it's not necessarily a smell like you said. It was thicker. It could be thicker in the room. You know what I mean? Like as far as
it don't have to stink. I
come
walked
around
in.
looking like,
I walked in like at like you know your friend. You go into your friend's house. They try to sneak a quickie before somebody get there and act normal. Y'all was fucking. Smell it.
Killed them. Like,
Y'all stink. That's what it is. Y'all stink.
came there looking like the Jordan
You
Players
are-
Club. I forget her name. What's Diamond? Not Diamond.
Ebony.
Nah, the
No,
friend.
not Players
friend.
Club.
Chocolate one. This
No, yeah, that wasn't her name. Ebony.
No.
Tricks.
Tricks
am
her
I-
friend though.
Ronnie.
The chocolate one. Well, it was Tricks. Oh, Tricks was the dark skin one.
Yeah, Tricks was the dark skin one. Ronnie was the
Light skin one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I thinking about the right one?
I don't, which
I'm
one?
bad with movies. Don't
Tricks
ask
was the
me.
black
His
one
club
that
was
gave that look like.
It's stupid.
That's that face she
When
got.
Ronnie was trying to take it. When Ronnie was trying to take it.
Yo, I hate her face, yo. I ain't gonna lie
Alright.
to you, yo.
With the smile.
This is my thing.
I-
This is my thing. Though. Hold up. She had sex at Penn's Landing, but won't let her man be on OnlyFans.
It's crazy.
Y'all
work.
both might as well be on OnlyFans.
No, because it's different. It's like when you on OnlyFans, that's for the world to see. Some things is just between you and partner.
It's just
I
fun
like
to
to
do,
be
too.
I like to be spontaneous with my partner.
$25.99.
Right.
Like I feel like being spontaneous keeps the relationship alive. Like
Yeah, for sure.
you want to do it?
We'll go to a bar,
Like-
and just go to the bathroom together and go smash in the bathroom type shit.
Yeah, like it's just. But everything ain't for the world.
Nah.
Everything ain't for the world.
Just for them people in that moment, right?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
They tip y'all
Who tip what?
at Penn's Landing. Did they tip y'all
I wish.
for the show? All right. Every guy she dealt with, either dead or in jail.
Oh,
Deal breaker.
it's not a deal breaker. It's- he really don't. Know.
Oh, you like toxic shit.
No,
Okay.
I'm saying him. Him good.
Oh.
Yeah, damn, Jay. Yeah, I feel like Jay don't give a fuck
I don't care
either.
about that.
I don't know you like that.
You
Can I
wouldn't
try again?
die.
Because I don't feel like taking a shot. Can I try again? Can I change my answer?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not going to be corny. I really think it's,
That's your.
It's not
That's
a
your
deal
answer.
breaker.
Yeah.
That's what you said, right?
She said deal breaker.
oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said not.
She
a deal
gonna learn.
It's a deal breaker.
What you say?
breaker. Not a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker.
No.
It is crazy.
That's what you gonna say right there.
It
He
is
like,
crazy, but if he like,
He like,
this
I
girl-
want to see if I go to jail,
If he
I
like-
die.
Right. He said either I'm gonna die or go to jail. I might as well be a drug dealer.
Is it worth it? Is the coochie worth it?
Get it out.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Since I don't know, I guess it probably is not a deal breaker.
Yes, we know that.
That's what I said.
So drink your drink.
You know, it really depends on her. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's not a deal breaker.
Nigga don't be giving a
'Cause
fuck.
is she like a good girl and she made
I
me?
think it's toxic. He ain't gonna give a fuck.
Well, first of all, no. First of all, I do not like toxic.
You would still dealing with her, and them niggas be dying and she fuck with.
That
It's
don't
toxic.
mean that she toxic. She may
Bro.
like a certain type of.
3 niggas died
She
or
may
went to
have
jail
used to.
that she fucked with. That's a red flag of her.
Die.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody getting lined up. If that's 3 motherfuckers.
First of all, she would have to first. See, the thing with me
You
is,
say got what?
for me,
Right.
for me to come out. First of all, I'm not asking her nothing about her exes. She would have to come out and tell me her ex died and all this other.
But what if you
But
just
the
heard
question
it? Like,
is,
what if
so-
somebody
so-
see you out?
so-
Like, oh, bro, you better chill. Like, you know, everybody
Yeah,
she
niggas
fuck
be
with
dying.
died.
She got bad luck.
She got,
She the Black Widow.
yeah.
Do that right there.
My thing is,
Left.
my thing is, the question is, know what I mean, so that means you have knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying? The question is, know what I mean, motherfuckers be dying and going to jail. Dying is crazy.
I'm finna die about that pussy.
Shit.
I don't know.
I gotta find out for myself.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm a type of person. I don't care what nobody say, man. I do shit on myself. Like it gotta be like
Shake it up.
Oh my God.
yeah. And then I'm just
Drink up, honey.
She doesn't have a license.
That's not a deal breaker. You don't care. You can pull that.
That shit gonna get on his nerves. And don't want to get one. Or a car, bitch. Take me everywhere, right?
deal breaker.
For somebody that he want to be with, it's gonna be a deal breaker.
Nah, I ain't a deal breaker.
I was about to say it's not a deal breaker.
Y'all niggas gotta get y'all shots up, but nah, hell no.
You ain't
And
gonna
she-
stay in the house.
Nah, if she don't got a license, ain't about. Nigga, I got a license.
She still got a coochie.
I'ma have her willing. The most likely she gonna be driving.
She ain't got a license. She still got a
He ain't supposed to
coochie.
be driving.
I know, but dealing with
She don't know
me,
how to drive.
no, dealing with me, I'm gonna be, yo, man, you gonna learn today. You feel me? Just me, I'm a bad influence
I got a bad car
sometimes.
accident when I was a kid, and I never got over my phobia for driving.
Nah, he trying to change my
I'm just
answer.
saying.
That's
feel
all
me?
they be doing.
Every trying to change up
Shots
the
up,
scenario.
nigga. Toast. Look at that, man. Y'all niggas. All right, man. Go ahead. Toast up, nigga. All right, round two.
Round two. We back on Sierra.
CC. Yeah, that's it. That's it. No, that's it.
He wants to have sex the first night. Deal breaker.
Oh.
I wasn't supposed to say it.
Drink.
Pour your own
I ain't
poison.
fucking know. I was like,
Damn. Y'all got me. That's because I'm drinking too much.
I'm just like, yo. I was thinking like anybody can get caught.
But what was y'all going to say? Out of curiosity.
I thought you was with it.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, anybody can get caught. Everybody got caught.
You like to be spontaneous, remember?
Yeah, right. Right. I think we all would have been like, yo, we all would have jumped. Right. Like, not a deal breaker. I was say not a deal breaker.
Go ahead, Miss Spontaneous.
I was gonna say not a deal breaker.
You like to be
What you was going to
spontaneous.
say?
I feel like you was gonna
I
go
said
off the
with my
vibes.
partner.
The reason why I was confused is because I'm like, I mean, you said the spontaneous thing, but also I'm like, for my own shit, I'm like, anybody can get caught. So I'm like, she may be all right with it, but also, I heard our conversation. I probably would have said it may have been a deal breaker just because of our previous conversation for the pod and shit. So yeah, deal breaker.
I mean, it's a deal breaker for sure.
You got caught before though.
What?
She did it before.
I did it before.
Yeah,
I did it before.
okay.
She did it before.
I did it before.
Okay.
Now,
That's
yeah, I've done it before. I'm not going
like,
to say
everybody
I'm
done
gonna
did
keep
it.
it
Yeah,
real.
everybody.
I've done it,
Yeah.
but I at almost 30, it's different for me now. Like if somebody you want to have sex with me on the first night is a huge red flag for me because it's like
That's when if you're not feeling it.
I'm not going to be feeling it regardless because I date with a purpose now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not dating because you're cute. I'm not dating because you're fly. I'm not dating because you have a nice car. I've been, like, I was in I worked the nightlife for a long time. Like, everything from a dancer to a bartender. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of comes with the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to go for the guy with the nice car, all the money, stuff like, it's deeper than that for me now. Like, I want a family. I have one child. I want to have one more. I want the white picket fence. I want to get married. Like, it's like,
partner type shit.
yeah. So it's like, I'm not really here for that. Like, I want to get to know you. I want you to get to know me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah. So yeah, things change or whatever. You know, what I mean, like over time, especially you mature and stuff like that, and fucking you just change your perspective. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But everybody with the one night tizzies. We love those. We love y'all. It's like,
Go ahead, Pa.
She does shrooms every day. God, she's a drug addict.
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker.
Damn. Deal breaker.
Nobody wants to be with a junkie.
Bro, first of all, Rock, why you give me these? You trying to get me fucking wavy as fuck. Like, who gonna accept that? You want to fuck with somebody that eats shroom every day?
Damn, sure. I mean, it depends. They could be microdosing.
every
And
day, every day is
mean-
crazy.
It doesn't mean like, you feel me? That's like people that smoke weed. They just got their little niche. You feel me?
Yeah, some people smoke weed.
Shrooms is different than weed.
Is it?
Yeah, that be having people hallucinating.
But micro dope, I mean, it depends on how they come
Yeah,
with
it's
it.
right in everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody can do a little dibble and dabble.
So they chasing you around the house with a knife.
Stab you up. Forgot they did it.
I mean,
They in the basement fucking
I
praying butt
don't,
naked.
I don't think it takes it that far. I don't think it does that. I don't know. Everybody's
position.
situation different, but
Nah,
I mean,
Listen,
That's funny as hell.
don't we all?
we running out
She
of liquor.
wants an open relationship.
Now, do you want to? You see you want longevity with this person?
Yeah, we don't want longevity. Yeah.
I say it's a deal breaker.
yeah, that's a deal breaker. He opened the shit. I'm like, somebody's mad. She
Yeah.
That means he.
That means she could get hit
She want to get hit.
by.
Now let's see if he. Because I'll be thinking he the king. He don't give a fuck. But let's say he don't give a fuck about this. Because that's a good. That's a good question for him actually.
It is right.
Yeah.
Now, overall open relationship, and I have to ask because
Because that go both ways.
girl-
Though.
I
He
said-
could be still doing his thing too.
But some girl he want to be with and he love.
I think
know what I
niggas
mean?
come different
I
over
mean,
a
and
female he
And she
love.
wants it. Not. They ain't say he wanted it. They say she
Now,
wants
this
it.
is an overall
No.
open relationship because I have to ask because I always said that if I got married, I don't believe that men are monogamous creatures. Very controversial topic. Everybody has their own opinion. I don't think y'all are monogamous creatures. I don't think y'all are meant to be with one woman. I just don't. Now, am I with you having multiple? Absolutely not. But I have said that in the event I got married and like I would be open to that conversation, to having, every so many years, you know what I'm saying? We open up our relationship for like 6 months. Do you get what I'm saying? And I would be open to that. Like it wouldn't be like something I would necessarily want, but I'm not against it if that's what my partner wanted. And I don't know, like.
That's not. You're not. I'm listening.
But it depends
I'm
on
here
it.
for you,
But it
sister.
has to be a person that's worthy of, like a person that understands, like my wife and my home come first. She's
That's really your person
respecting.
type shit.
She's respecting. She's respecting who I am as a man, and she's respecting my natural DNA. My biological makeup. But I'm also gonna respect her wishes. I'm never gonna have her looking crazy. I'm never gonna let it meet my front door, and I'm always gonna respect her. Meaning, I'm gonna protect myself. I'm never bringing nothing back home. Like it's just it's. You have to make sure that the person that you're doing that with is just as loyal to you as you are to them. You just can't make that kind of decision with everyone. That's why I said in my marriage, that's a conversation I would be open to because I don't want to get cheated on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you going behind my back. So that, like I said, making your children feel comfortable talking at home, it's the same thing in your relationships. Making your partner feel comfortable to have that open dialogue. A lot of times if a man comes to a woman and say, I kind of want to open up a man ain't going to say that because he know his chick probably 9 times out of 10 going to go off the deep end. The fuck you mean? Like, I could be a different bitch every day if you need me to. Change my wig. Like, what you want me to do? Like, everybody's not going to be open to that. But it's, again, the comfortability, the trust, the loyalty, like that open communication.
is.
Got to have
I
that.
feel like Jay be having them deep conversations. I'ma just, y'all say deal breaker. I'ma just say nah, deal breaker, just to throw the wrench in there.
Bro. I'm drunk, man.
Nah, that's definitely a deal breaker.
I just want to take my shot.
And tell you the truth, like
Yeah, because you on the road, you getting everything
I know
right.
I was. I
For me-
almost made it through.
You get everything.
with my girl, we gotta do everything together. You know what I mean? Now, if my girl like girls, then if she wants to bring a girl into our sexual experience, then she can bring a girl into our sexual experience.
What if she want to bring a guy?
No, because I don't like guys. Now, if I like the guys too, then that would be okay. But I don't like guys too. I feel like everything we do is together. You know what I mean? Now, if she likes girls and she wants to bring girls into a relationship sometimes, and then she be like, hey, sometimes I want to be with just that girl by herself. Sometimes I'm cool with that too.
What if it's a dyke?
Right.
It's a girl.
No, I gotta be able to hit it.
So what if the dyke let you?
I mean,
She said you get
Yo,
it.
he can have
I mean, if
parts.
she a pretty dyke, she let me hit it. I hit it. I don't care about that.
So if she got cornrows and wear boxers, you ain't
She a
with
pretty
it.
dyke.
Queen Latifah.
Queen
Not
Latifah is pretty. She's a
That's
beautiful
That's what I'm
black
saying.
woman.
She could do both.
Yeah, she a beautiful black woman.
Nah, Queen Latifah is
What
pretty.
real
She a beautiful thug,
well rounded.
She a pretty thug.
She could be a thug.
Yeah.
too.
Thug the fuck out. She put
But,
a wave cap on.
Nah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, if
What?
whoever she
She
bring,
was in the bed.
if she pretty,
It's
she,
crazy.
You know what I mean?
Big.
I wouldn't mind, but
Stupid.
oh, big
but no
pussy
guys though,
ass.
because I'm not into guys, and I'm not really into somebody, you know what I mean, do it to my woman
Physically.
Like
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, like me.
I'm
that. But
not
at
a
the
fucking
same
cuck.
time, I'm not pressed to have a threesome. I'm not pressed to have, you know what I mean.
That's it.
something like that.
Threesomes are a dangerous game. They're a dangerous
It's for immature
game
people
to
that can't
play.
handle it.
Well, call me immature because I
Damn.
can't handle it. Because if
Yo,
that bitch busts
why
a
you-
split
why y'all
on my
call it
man,
immature, yo?
and
I don't
I don't
think it's
know how to bust a
dangerous.
split, I'm gonna be feeling the type of way. I don't do threesomes.
No, I'm not,
That I don't do.
I'm not calling it immature because if you don't like it, then don't do it. You understand what I'm saying? But if you do it and you get upset, you're immature because you accepted something.
You opened it up.
And
Yeah,
then
no
you
diddy.
don't. Then you don't accept it. You mad because this girl did this. Or you
Yeah, no,
mad.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, or the
I-
With
guy.
my partner, because God forbid he look like he enjoying it. Like,
That's immature. Like you accepted it, then he can't
but
do
that,
it.
but that's why.
Of course, he about to
that's
enjoy
why-
it. He going to enjoy
But
it.
that's why I said I can't do that. I'd rather you, like I said, I'd rather open it up. Honestly, keep me out of it. Don't let me see.
Open it up. Let me get fucked
Don't.
too.
Don't. No, but that's the thing, though. I don't think that it would be like a tit for tat thing like that, where I would want to. Now, don't get me wrong. I might go on a little date, but when I'm in my relationships, I don't be too pressed over having sex with multiple. Like, I don't. That's not my. It's just not my thing. Like, it's never like. Don't get me wrong. I cheated on somebody before. I felt very disgusting. I'm big on loyalty. So I can't sleep around on somebody and then come lay right next to them in bed. Like, it's just something about that that's just so disgusting to me. It's just, I don't know. It's just like, it's just a level of betrayal that I'm not okay with performing.
Yeah, so
Like-
you mean open it up, but you mean just open it up for him. You're not really about to do that for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't, especially because I understand, like, some people aren't mature, like, some women aren't mature enough or even open-minded enough to accept this, but women can't do what men do.
I say that shit all the time.
Women can't do what men do.
I say, don't do what a man does and still expect to be treated like a lady.
Yeah, you can't, and I learned that the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Because so many, you know, and I'm sure so many women can relate to this. Like, when you're broken hearted, you've been dogged or done wrong by somebody you genuinely loved or seen a future with, and then it's like, you know, you play get back with your pussy. You know what I'm saying? He cheated on me. Now I'm gonna go find me a side nigga. I'm gonna have me a side nigga. He not faithful to me. He not loyal to me. I don't gotta be loyal to him, but you still in that relationship. So it's like you playing both sides of the fence, and that's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling. And ultimately, like, it's just not okay. Like, I don't know. Like, people gotta get to a place, and I don't get me wrong. Like, everything I'm speaking on, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed to say I played get back with my pussy before. I absolutely have.
Everybody.
And my like where I'm at now, I wouldn't do it because it's like I see how it backfires. A man
You
could
don't
do
feel
it.
better when you do it.
I could cheat.
Even when a
I
man
could cheat
cheat.
on my man,
But-
and he
but-
could go out and get back on me and fuck 10 different people, and he'll get brownie points. I go do the same thing, and I'm the biggest whore in the city now. So it's like you don't get the same. And at the end of the day, you just gotta protect yourself. I don't know. Protect yourself in
just
terms
gotta
of
leave.
having. Yeah.
Honest with you. And then
Ultimately.
you ain't even gotta do. You just gotta leave. That's it.
Ultimately.
This is what it be. You got something?
Nah, I was gonna tell him. Are you ready? You want to say something?
No, I'll just say I'll be saying that type of thing or whatever. If I'm like, they try to act, they try not to acknowledge the double standard that is there. You know what I mean? That man does that them bodies the same way she does them bodies is a whole different energy. You know, I'm like, yeah, he is that guy. You know, I'm like, and she is that whore when she, and it's like that's the society's double standard out there. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be out there. We try to ignore it and make it like it's fucking liberating and the sexual liberation. But it's like, nah, motherfuckers is still looking at you sideways for going to smash them 2 niggas. Like, no matter how you want to try to flip that shit or whatever. Like, and it's like, you know, they're trying to make it like normal, but that shit ain't ever gonna be normal. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think that that's okay. And then I believe that sex is a transfer of energy. So you having sex with multiple people, you taking on all these energies, and then we wonder why we out here running around batshit fucking crazy and all out of whack, all depressed and anxiety and all these things. That's because you fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry. And all them demons that Tom, Dick, and Harry is carrying, they on your back now because you done exchanged sexual energies with them. And that's where soul ties come into play. It's so much. It's so much deeper than just sex. And like I said, when you're young and you're running the streets and you getting into stuff, you don't realize the damage that you're doing to yourself until one day you really sit back and you like, damn, the way I'm living and the way I'm feeling and the way I think is really not okay. And some people never realize it because some people, one, was never taught, and then two, don't have people in their life to set them straight. But like once somebody brings it to your attention, like you realize what you're doing ain't okay, right? You realize how that's damaging, right? Like, and then you really start thinking about it. You know what I mean? And it's not okay. Men can't do what women do. And that's where, you know, I think, let me not jump the gun, but men can't do what women do and women can't. Bottom line. Men can have sex without emotions. They absolutely can. Y'all could bang 3 women in the same day and not think about it. Unless that's something that you were doing for so long, eventually you come desensitized to it. But as a woman, that's a disgusting ass feeling, I can imagine. Like, I've never dealt with 3 or 2 people in the same day. I've never done that. But even just dealing with having a partner and then cheating on, that makes me feel disgusting. So I can only imagine how sleeping with 2 or 3 men in a day, which a lot of women do, and probably more than that in a day. You got prostitution and things like that. But all of those, like, that's a very disgusting. It's not okay. It's not okay.
She literally. I've said all this kind of stuff in previous, you know, pods and stuff like that, where, you know what I mean, it's like that stuff is, you know, it has to affect them, you know what I mean, and it's like also, you know, it can be frowned upon, and like you said, you don't know what you're doing to yourself with doing that type of shit. I digress.
It's very self-damaging. And then go back into the sassy men.
We're going to get to that
Because I can't wait. That's why I said I'm not going to jump the gun.
She looks completely different without makeup.
Hey.
That's a deal breaker for you. That's a deal breaker. I feel like the deal
crazy.
I feel like natural beauty is important to you.
Me too.
I do.
For myself.
Cause just from knowing you, yeah.
No, that's not a deal breaker.
No, that's a deal breaker. You need to be able to wake up and she still look all right at least. She can't look completely different.
But we talking in terms of somebody.
It's a super deal breaker.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, I be liking seeing Jones like, you gotta take them swimming and shit. Like, I like seeing them the real them. Cause everybody be stunting on the gram, social media, you feel me, filtered out. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta see them when they regular stuff.
But you know what's crazy
when
though?
They take them lashes off, bro. The lashes to the lashes
change their face.
The lashes change y'all.
Yeah.
You feel me? So yes,
yo,
I need to see the real you. You
for sure. Bro, I had this one Joan, man. She was very pretty with some makeup on. I get to know her real fast. I think it was like the same realistic situation where it was like real soon that we met up with her or whatever. You know what I mean? Links up with her. She told me that she said I look way different without my makeup.
So she told
I'm like,
you.
I said, you can't look that different.
Yes, they can.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I see it. I mean, I made a post.
Like a little fucking roach. I was like, yo, what is going on, yo?
Cut it out. That was mean. What if she watching?
Was mean.
A roach.
Use a roach.
Use a roach.
Use a roach.
You know what a roach look like?
She like her.
Oh, I'm sick of y'all.
Nah, but I mean, I ain't acting like I'm fucking a baddie. But nah, it's fucking.
So with that makeup on, she turned.
She was.
I'm
like, she was pretty as hell.
She
pretty enough for sure. I was like, damn, she look all right.
Beat down.
And she told me beforehand, so she must know that she was catfishing.
She knows she hit.
Whatever. Feel me like. I guess I'm like, damn.
It gotta be very
like,
hard to be in them type of situations. Like, I can only imagine, like, even when going back to our conversation about disabilities and Mr. Lambs, like, even being not as attractive under makeup. Like that's gotta be that's disheartening almost a little bit.
I feel like when you're not attractive, that usually gearing you to the
makeup.
No, not even to the makeup, just liking women, like being
She jumps to the other side.
On Dyke.
Yeah, she's like, I like girls now.
So if you feel like a woman feel like they're not attractive, they feel like it's better off to be like a boy.
Yeah. From the
Some women do that.
Certain drawers, you
I
be
just-
knowing like,
She gonna jump over.
She's definitely over that side.
Yeah, for sure.
Give her a couple years, you know what I mean, younger man it out.
Or they still be like into men, but they're like so willing to mess with a girl.
Nah, but she knows at that point. They know
Is
like
that
they not
like,
even getting that attention.
Is that the dykes
know what I'm saying?
that be sneak dicking? They the ones that be sneak dicking.
I don't like sneak
They be the ones that sneak dicking.
Sneak dick
I don't know, man.
Like I'm a mess with girls because I feel like that's what I gotta do. But if a nigga is willing, I'm with it.
They really
That's a
like
good
men,
topic
but like,
right there.
they gonna mess with girls because that's what they can get.
Y'all
Type
better
shit.
pay me
Come
for that.
on,
better pay me for that.
here. Come get in the hot seat. You feel
Right.
me?
Come on, baby. Do you all be sneak digging?
Nah, but you know what I think would be cool for y'all to do? To have a show where y'all bring some like a trans person and a gay
Oh, yeah, for
person
sure,
and
for
just get and even if trans I think is the big part. Not even
Where
so much
are they
gay.
at? They're like
gay is
Native
like so
Americans. You don't see none of them
normalized.
motherfuckers.
I feel like trans is the thing that people are like that's the big deal, like the sex change and stuff. I feel like it would be smart for y'all to get somebody that
gotta get a trans on.
We do gotta get trans on.
but both sides though. But I think like if y'all got both sides, like a person who, like I said, like the people that's not with all the pushing it on to the kids and putting it on TV
With
and
the
putting
reality
it in
of
movies.
everything
Yeah,
type
that
shit.
people that's like got the same mindsets as us, but then another person who feels like it's important for it to be on TV so that we can get both perspectives. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah,
then hopefully come to a healthy dialogue where both parties can understand each other's point of view.
Yeah. I would love to have
I
that
understand why
conversation.
you want it to be exposed and, broadcasted so that we can become, but y'all also got to understand how it's affecting our households and our children. And maybe with that kind of dialogue, we could create a healthy median. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Hey, question. But all right,
back in the days,
we got the
man.
back in the day segment. All right, I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna start it off. All right.
Oh shit.
You might as well do this. Nah, I mean.
Oh, I did. You want me to do it again? I did it.
So, take us back. See, back in the day.
Something that I missed from back in the day.
I go first though.
Okay.
All right. Back in the day, you know what I miss? I miss not really miss, but remember.
Oh, like miss.
Yeah, 'cause this is crazy to miss.
Oh shit.
Remember the twerk contest in the club?
Oh my God.
Oh, on the stage.
At shampoo.
And 923 at shampoo.
At shampoo.
Damn.
I
You
used
was
to go
around
to
for
my
shampoo days?
What? Yes, I used to, but my parents wasn't having it, so I used to go to my friend's house, who parents was
They act
having
like
it,
they staying the night.
and then we'd be out. Yeah. Well, I was staying the night, but my parents didn't know that her parents was having it.
Like you leave. Like
Yeah,
y'all
they
leave.
was letting us go to shampoo. It wasn't paying us no mind. So yeah, I was in shampoo.
Yeah, no.
You doing a twerk contest?
I was winning them.
You join it?
She capped.
It's like I wasn't getting caught up. I wasn't even supposed to be there.
Right. No, they catch
I
you
wasn't supposed to be
somewhere.
there. I run from cameras. In the club, even when I was working the nightlife, I run from cameras. I don't like being like spotlight at all.
I don't take pictures for shit. I don't try anyway. This is the most shit I do.
I'm gonna take a picture. When I'm somewhere I'm supposed to be. But if I ain't supposed to be there, good luck getting
You
evidence.
gonna get her back,
Hey, bitch.
No, for real. I see a camera. I hate to see a camera coming. I goes the other way, quick, fast. I don't. I don't play that.
I'm gonna say my back in the day. I'm gonna just take it to extreme.
Extreme.
When extreme was out.
When the what?
All right, so Extreme was a club called Extreme. It was out Sicklerville.
It was for
Like,
teenagers.
Yeah, it was for teenagers. literally.
I used to go.
They don't even
Chill.
do clubs.
I used to be doing back in my day. We used to have DSC, the skating ring.
See?
We used to have the skating ring. That used to be a club. Like to us, wasn't
Yeah,
nobody
That was
skating.
extreme for
Nah, but it was legit.
You went to Extreme
It was legit
I went twice.
a club for teenagers.
Okay.
Literally a
It was
club.
right on,
They used to have
like,
artists
on
come and
Second
everything, and they had a
Oh,
big ass
shit.
phone pool in there.
Full, foam and all that.
But let's be
yeah.
real, that's what why they ever get rid of it? That's why these
Niggas-
kids get in trouble now. They ain't got shit to do.
They used to go there. We used to go there and
Too
fucking
much
fight
fighting
every
shit.
fucking time.
Yeah, we used to always be getting in fights.
every
and
fucking
stuff.
time.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
too young and drunk. That's what it
Yeah.
was. That's when I started drinking.
But the crazy
15,
thing is,
16.
you couldn't even have liquor in there. They was giving out soda.
Yep.
Yeah, but you
So-
know,
But you
niggas
get
be
fucked up before you
pre-gaming
go.
before they get
Yeah,
there, or they
you know
sneak
that.
it in
You
water
know that. But
bottles.
yeah,
Get
but
trash before you go.
Yeah.
niggas know about Extreme, man.
Yo,
Extreme was
nigga, remember
definitely
the
the
stream
time.
days for sure.
Yes.
All the way in
Whoever had the
Turnersville.
will to get out there,
Yep.
all jumped in that car.
Yep.
We was there, like, yo.
Ronnie and mom
My
had
goodies
the
was
van.
out. Sierra.
My goodies.
Yes,
My goodies.
Sierra, my
Yo, you know what
goodies.
song was
Not
really
my
lit in there, yo?
goodies.
Fucking LL Cool J John. Everybody get the heads, bro. Remember
Oh,
that shit?
Headsprung,
That shit was lit in there, bro. That shit, for some reason, that song used to be
Headsprung
lit in
was-
fucking Extreme, bro.
I
Like,
hated that fucking song. Good.
but, good Lord of mercy. I can never let you hurt.
I'm crying.
It came out another album too.
Dang.
In the phone pool,
Y'all
crazy.
talking about clubs, and this is not the back in the day idea I had.
Oh, well,
You go, yeah, you go wherever you want to go.
I'm taking us back to grandma's house.
To grandma's
Remember when all the
house.
cousins used to pile up at grandma's house? And everybody used to be passed out on the floor, all the blankets and pillows, hot as hell, because grandma said we ain't turning on the turn them fans on and sit down and you won't be hot. That's because you moving too much.
Damn, you sound just like what.
Yes, like I missed that.
Yeah,
I
Grandma's
missed
house
that.
was lit.
Grandma's house was lit.
We did that on Christmas.
What happened?
On Christmas Eve, we'll all go to my grandma's house.
That was a norm because I had young parents, so we was all living at grandma's house. We was living upstairs in the room. My uncle and his baby mom in the other room. My other uncle and his baby mom down in the basement. We occupied grandma's whole house. So at a point in time, my parents was young. I was probably 3. They had so it was. I missed that. I missed that.
They be doing that now on TikTok, like as a surprise to the grandparents. Y'all be saying that where they do like a
Oh yeah, when they
sleepover?
just show up and they
Yeah.
just pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma have a heart attack.
What,
Everybody go
just
home.
This
there?
one last one I seen, shit, no
Just
the
pop
fuck
up
y'all
on your
not
grandma
staying
with your
over here.
sleeping bags and pillows.
All the cousins and grandkids and all that shit just pop up at the
Man,
grandkids.
that sound lit.
They do sound lit, right? If you got like a tribe, feel me, like sound lit, whatever.
My grandma ain't gonna find that lit at all.
Mm,
She kicking us out.
right,
No,
right.
we had a bunch of stories at our parents. So every Christmas Eve, we all go there, and then we stay there, bust it up, eat, laugh, joke, play games, stuff like that. And then when 12 o'clock hit, then we start giving out gifts.
Okay.
And then after that, then we'll stay there to whatever. Then we'll leave, and then you just spend Christmas at your regular house. And, stuff like that. That's what we used to do.
We used to have a Pollyanna.
Yeah.
Remember the Pollyannas?
Pollyanna,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
used to have Pollyannas.
Right.
It's crazy. I just don't feel like families don't get together no more.
No.
COVID messed a lot of shit up, though.
COVID fucked
Nah,
that shit up.
it was
And shit,
before.
I was
shit
about to
never
say
went normal.
before COVID.
Before COVID.
Mm-mm.
Nah,
I think
it
I
was
think a
COVID.
lot of shit was still together before COVID though. A lot of shit was still together still.
I don't think.
Like
Yeah,
like
we still had a
traditional
family
ways
reunion
and stuff
every
like that.
You want me to be honest? I feel like in the black community, you know how it's that one person that hold the glue to the like they the glue to the family. I feel like we losing them people.
Yeah.
Whether it's
Them
through
baby boomers starting to die.
It's either no, not even only that, but like in my family, right? My dad was that person. My dad was murdered. So I feel like a lot. But if you look like at urban communities, like say Camden, I don't know if where y'all from. Where y'all from?
I'm forgetting.
You from Camden? You from here?
Yeah.
If you pay attention a little bit, it'd be like all the real ones, like all the stand-up niggas that respect it. You keep the kids, the elderly, and the women out of it. Like all of those concepts from back in the day. I miss that from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
When niggas knew you keep moms, children, and elderly out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have that no more. It's like all the real niggas dead or in jail. That's a real thing.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's a real thing.
And they kind of breeding the young boys. You know what I mean?
But I
Not
feel
all
like
of them.
that's where
They-
the
they're
fall
breeding
of
them
the
with no
family
conscience now.
is.
Yeah.
We losing all these men that really understand the values and the morals of family, that held the family together. And, the grandmoms who have now passed on and transitioned, who raised the kids and, and still principle and, you know, morals we're losing it. And what are we left with? It's so many young parents. So many young parents. So it's like, I'm a young parent. When I had my daughter, I wasn't done growing up. I still wanted to party and stuff. So it's like, those things that were instilled in us, for the most part, we're not really instilling in our kids, because life is taking a different turn with social media and everything like that. It's like, you know, now designer used to be like, you know, that wasn't something that we seen every day in our city. Now it's kids in high school and middle school with Balenciagas and Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different time where our focus is on something totally different. Our focus is on materialistic things.
It is at
So
an
it's-
all-time high with that shit too.
Yeah, and it's breaking apart our homes. It really is. People don't realize, like, oh, let kids be kids. They earn. Nah.
I said on this podcasts ago, I call it the torch. Nobody wants to take the torch.
What's the
You feel what I'm
torch?
saying? The torch is what
Pass
you,
it down
what
them
you-
weeds.
what you just saying. Every generation, someone's supposed to take the torch. You feel what I'm saying? And carry the tradition. No one's taking the torch. Everybody's just scared to grab the torch and keep it going. You feel what I'm saying? So out of like I said, my group of friends, I try to keep the torch together. I mean, to keep it going, but like a lot of people that I know, they don't do it. I don't know why.
Everybody
it's
don't know
simple. It's
how.
like
No, it's not.
Barbecuing
That's leadership.
and bringing
That's
people
leadership,
together.
and everybody ain't born a leader.
And also, everybody don't know how to do it. Like, I think you somebody that know how to do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, everybody don't feel like doing it also. You somebody that got a passion for that. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah,
and
but
so-
I don't think I guess
You
you
know what
can
I'm trying to
say
say?
it's a passion a little bit, but at the same time, it's like you got to do it for your
But you gotta
own
do it, though.
situation.
You gotta do it, though.
sometimes. I'm doing it. All right, like you said, passion. All right, I might got the passion because I seen it, whatever. But I'm like, all right, I want to do it. But me doing it should have y'all bring your own situations together too. You
and
feel
then
me?
a motherfucker rather you do it because you do it so good. It's like,
Yeah, for real, for real.
Well, nah, man, yeah, we just gonna go meet up and
Yeah,
run.
you know the funny thing is,
No,
a lot of people,
what the fuck?
a lot of people like organizing group gatherings is some people just not good at it.
Some people ain't good at it.
You know, for me though, my family still do it though. Like they still do it kind of often.
That's what's
See,
up.
you
That's what's up.
still
Yeah.
got that.
And I still got I still got both my grandmas actually.
Okay.
Well, my one grandma, she don't really do nothing, but my one of my
Sorry,
grandmas,
grandma, he shot you for no. Go ahead.
she do it all the time. You know what I mean? Like she always putting stuff together. She actually been the one since I was little doing it.
See, now
My
this,
grandmom, her mom kind of died kind of early, and she took care of all her younger siblings, and it was like 5 of them. So she took her all of them plus her kids, and she held it together, and she's still alive and kicking and still driving and everything. So she kind of still do it, and then I think my mom will probably be next, and then after that probably be like me or one of my brothers or something like that.
Okay.
But we kind of still do it, so I don't really see like what y'all talking about, but I can believe that that probably happens.
That's what's happening right now. Cause
it definitely is happening, bro. This shit is like dying. Like,
Yeah, it is.
It's a dying
And I
breed.
think it
Like,
is.
it's
And you know,
definitely
me and my
the same.
friend was just talking, right? I'm the oldest of 4 girls, right? But my friend is the youngest of 5 siblings. Her family has 4 girls, 1 boy. She's the youngest. I'm the oldest. So we got different perspectives, right? And she said that her and her sister are not that close anymore, like not as close. And her sister explained to her it's because all our life has been, me and you. I've never had my own identity. So I think that, like, for me, I was the oldest of 4 girls and I had young parents. So I feel like to a degree, it's like that young parent thing is playing a role in it. And because, like, it's like, for me, I share with my sister. I share with her. There's a level of resentment that I have with you, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's things that we had as children that happened that created as a child. I'm watching certain things. I'm observing certain things, and it created this and it followed us into our adulthood. And now that I'm grown, I recognize that it's there. I also recognize that it's not your fault, but it creates a disconnect.
Is that because did y'all have the same parents? Or is it two different parents?
Out of all of my siblings, like I said, I'm the oldest of 4. I'm the only one with a different biological father, but their biological father raised me since I was 9 months old.
All right, so their father was in the picture.
Yes.
All right.
But I never viewed their father as their father because
Our father.
he had no children when he got with my mom. He took me in. He raised me as his own before he had any children. So my father, like, he died in 2013. God rest his soul. But I have a very strong love and a very, I have the utmost respect for my dad because my dad was 15 years old, number one, with no children when he took me in. So it's like, you didn't love me because you had to. You chose to love me. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And every household don't have that, but that love that my dad gave me, he gave to everybody around him. He gave to his brothers. He gave to his mom. He gave to, and don't get me wrong, he wasn't perfect. He fell short in a lot of areas, but he had a good heart and he was good to people. So it's like when we lost him, that was that backbone. Everything collapsed. Mm-hmm. And our family has not had a success, it's been a very long time since anybody has gotten together, and it's so broken to the point that even if somebody did try to bring this together, there's so much damage that's been done.
It's going to be awkward to be together.
It might be awkward. It might be drama. We don't know. You know what I mean? And I think that's a lot of families.
It is.
That's a lot of families. And
like my mom was our backbone and freaking, you know what I mean? To get us together would probably be fucking weird now. You know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
But my thing is, why though? Why it gotta be weird? Why? I feel like if y'all all feel that way, why don't one of y'all just step up and be the person, or at least try? I feel like at least if you try, then like, I tried and I extended it. They didn't want to fuck with it.
The thing is, when you got this one person in the family that holds everybody else together, right? They're taking care of everybody. And I'm speaking from my personal situation, right? My father made it easy for people to pretend to be something they weren't because he took care of people. He put people in position. So really, y'all was only in position because he made sure y'all ate. But without him, y'all don't have hustle. Everybody don't have that. Everybody don't have ambition. Everybody don't have drive. Everybody don't have a hustle, like that hustling spirit behind them, pushing them. Everybody don't have that. But if I'm, fronting you work and, my dad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm, doing whatever to make sure that, whether I'm, investing in a bit, whatever it is, I'm helping you get on. But when I'm going, if that's not in you, that left when I left. You know what I'm saying? So all that money, all that status, all that, everything that y'all thought y'all was, it left when he left. And that's a lot of the times with the family where it's like, we only together because of grandma. But when grandma go, that left with her. Because she was the one who brought us together. She was the one who kept us together. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it be like, that's why you see grandma raising all the kids. Everybody else, aunts and uncles, is in the streets. The kids only know each other because they always at grandma's house. Right. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, like I said, I just feel like somebody has to just grow up and just take the torch. Just so I get it. Sometimes you don't want to do it, but I feel like sometimes it's needed. If you want that experience. If you want it,
and if the damage is not so bad. Because in some families, the damage be so bad that it's just not, it's no coming back from it.
I mean, a lot of families depending on the damage and what it is. Mm-hmm. But I feel like just having like I said, cookouts or whatever the case may be, events or whatever. It could be something small. I just feel like someone has to do it. Someone has to initiate it just so everybody can put a light to it. Like, I think I see what she trying to do, or know what I mean, or what he trying to do, and
like at least initiate it and see if they follow suit.
Let the kids grow up together. All that type of
that's what I'm saying. And because if y'all don't do it, I feel like everybody's so focused on their own personal life, which everyone should be, but y'all should also spread light and spread. You know what I mean,
the love,
the love and the experience with to keep it going. Because if y'all don't have that. It's going to be gone. It's never
going to be gone.
Everybody's so trapped and trying, like I said, trying to make it. Everybody wants to be the Jay-Z of their life, and I want to be the best in this and this and that. And it doesn't have to be that way. Mm-hmm. Yes, everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to do good. But I feel like it just fall back sometimes. Like, just create those memories or at least try to create it just so you can say, I tried. Y'all wasn't with it. That's how I look at it. I tried. Y'all wasn't with it. And that's
it also teaches the kids that togetherness, and you know what I mean, and you know what I mean? Especially with people that's probably gonna be in your life. Cause
cousins ain't even cousins no more.
They're not.
We all grew up together. People don't want to call their cousins no more. People don't hang out. It's like, bro, it's like really weird nowadays. And it's like, why? Everyone grew up. It was like fun as hell. Like I'm saying, everybody, social media created like this thing. Like some people probably take it like, it's just what people are exposing the world to see. People probably taking that like, they think they're better, or they secretly competing with people off of social media, and it's literally not like that with certain people. I'm guessing, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it shouldn't be like that. Everybody's going through, their journey. And that's that. You feel what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a competition, especially with family. You feel what I'm saying? Because
it shouldn't
literally, that's all you have. Yes, people are going to surpass you. Like, that's what their calling was. That's their destiny. You can't knock them for them, whatever, graduating earlier or whatever, getting a good job before you or whatever.
But you want to know why that's going to get worse? You want to know why that's going to get worse? Because we live in a society where they're teaching kids that everybody can win. These kids are soft as hell. Yeah. They are soft as hell. They're changing the grading curriculum, like the grading system.
Trophies now,
like a 60 in some districts. What was a 60 when y'all were in school? That was a D.
Yes, it was a D.
It's a C.
It's a fucking C now.
They're lowering the standard. They're making it easier for our kids to.
Is it a C now?
50s were an F. I'm not okay. So let me say this. I'm not sure about in New Jersey, but I know that in other areas they have changed the grading,
and it's fucked up. I think.
No, they lowered the standard. So where a 50 was an F and the 60s was D's and so on and so forth. 60s are C's. Like 70s are B's. 80s to 90s, like that. We're lowering the standard, and then it's just like, I just feel like. Can I say pussy on here? We're raising pussies. We're raising pussies. I said pussy a couple times. And my daughter gonna be so thick skinned because my daughter, she tried to cry. That crying shit do not work with me. You don't got a valid reason to be crying. Please get out my face.
I literally say that shit.
And come back when you're ready to use your words.
Make sure you got a reason to cry. Don't cry because the milk spilled on the fucking floor.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna cry every time something bad happens. You better learn how to vocalize, use your voice, and speak up. We raising pussies. Remember, we used to be on the playground. Your mama's so fat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you can't even crack now.
You can't even crack. Yeah. So like, nah. These kids is corny.
Well, they got social media now, and social media is taking a fucking so much of a front seat in our kids' lives, especially since COVID. You know what I mean? But
because now that's how they learning.
Facts. And
digitally,
so everybody we're using it to our disadvantage at this point. It used to be an advantage, and now it's like, I'd rather not, expose them to that shit. I didn't give my son a phone for a long time.
How old is your son?
He's about to be 12, but he just got a phone last year.
Okay, I think that's a good age to get kids phones now.
Yeah. I feel like now I'm looking at it now. I'm like, damn, I should have waited even longer.
No, we in a day and age where your kid, you need to be able to communicate with your kids.
That's the reason why.
Now, the good thing about some electronic devices is that they have parental controls, and I think that people need to utilize. I utilize the parental controls. I
see everything coming through that motherfucking phone. Everything.
Yeah, I cut off. Like, you could cut off the ability to chat. Like my daughter, like, what's that? Roblox stuff.
Roblox.
Yeah.
Roblox is heavy with kids.
Yeah, but they could chat on there. But if you use the parental controls, you could cut off the ability to chat, so they can't chat with other people. Because that's how. I'm obsessed with true crime. I set up my phone. I prop my phone up while I'm cleaning and stuff, and just let true crime play off the Bluetooth. Off my soundboard.
Oh,
so I
shit.
be like, oh yeah, that's how it be happening though. Like kids be meeting people online and they be writing, I'm gonna come pick you up. And and kids are gullible.
Next thing you
Kids
know,
are gullible.
You see some shit on TikTok where somebody went missing for
Mhm.
blah blah.
Yeah.
Linked up with somebody to link that with them. But yeah, my old school story is fucking driving. I used to live in Trenton as a kid or whatever. I was like, I was born in Florida, raised in Trenton, and then I came to fucking Camden. Yeah, when I was 14 or whatever. But I used to drive to Rowan. My brother went to Rowan. My oldest brother went to Rowan or whatever. And we used to take that ride. It used to seem like forever. We used to drive to Rowan. My mom had this fucking beat up ass fucking Mitsubishi. Had to be an old ass Galant. I feel like it was a Galant. But anyway, we used to take that ride or whatever, and you just see all this. Like, I just remember seeing all like
The farmland.
not
and all
farmland, feel me like on the way
Garden
to
state.
away from Trenton and shit like that. I'm like, I used to love that shit. I used to just be looking out the window. I used to love car rides. I used to love car rides. Now, not so much. I think me and Jay had drove to his brother's school all the way out Pittsburgh one time.
You was over it.
And that's what I realized. I'm like, I'm never fucking taking another fucking anything over 2 hours. I ain't fucking doing. 'Cause that shit was 4 hours. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like,
6. Pittsburgh 6.
it was 6. I thought to my brother's school. To be honest with you, those was some of the things that kind of like opened my horizons to like a bigger world or whatever. Because at the time, all I knew was like Trenton, and, like inner city shit. You know what I mean? Like, but taking that ride and going up there, and my brother was a cute dog. At one point in time, you know what I mean? My brother was my role model, to be honest with you. He played sports. He was a cute dog. He got, like, a lot of girls, and, you know what I mean? It was just fucking, like damn, I want to be like my fucking brother. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but fucking, you know what I mean? So, going up there and just seeing how he was living on it, damn. All I wanted to do, was go to Rowan. Right. I just wanted to go to Rowan, too, specifically. Feel me? Like, I just wanted to go to Rowan and become a cute dog. He just looked like that shit was so much fucking fun. Know what I mean? My mom passed away, and we had to stay there with this guy for like a month. Yeah, we had to stay there with him for like a month or whatever. And, that shit just was like lit for me. From like, like, what the fuck?
Young boy.
Young
Just
boy.
living a
I was
life.
a fucking kid. You know what I mean? And fucking, so, yeah, that's like a nostalgic thing for me or whatever. I always, like, sometimes that shit just pop in my mind or whatever. Feel me? Like, I ended up working around Glassboro, like like in the town or whatever, and like how just to see how that whole fucking town has become Rowan. If you go in Glassboro, the whole town is Rowan. You know what I mean? Like it's like fucking just the whole town is operated by Rowan. You know what I mean? Like anybody that's walking around there, they go to school at Rowan, they teach there or something like that. They work at Rowan. You know what I mean? Like it's like fucking you know what I mean? Just,
It is like a community down there.
It is. It is. You know. Yeah, that's my back in the day moment. Okay. And back to you, Bob. I mean, Jay.
Okay, so first for our a serious topic that we have, and Sierra,
Yeah.
you is being a curvy, a beautiful, eye-catching, eye candy, something that everybody wants. Is that dangerous in the dating world for you?
Yes.
Yes.
Very much so.
What is some reasons why you say it's dangerous?
I feel like a lot of misconceptions come with being a pretty girl, especially when you're a pretty girl with body. I feel like for me, I'm a very friendly person by nature. Like I just like to laugh, but a lot of times it's mistaken for me flirting. And a lot of times people get the wrong idea. So it puts you in uncomfortable positions. And then even like even when it comes to a pretty girl needing any type of help. Like I'm a single mom, right? Most people would say, you pretty, you could get anybody give you whatever you want. So a lot of times people find themselves stuck in a rut where they either have to struggle for themselves or they have to feel like they put in a position where they feel like, their back is up against the wall. So that's where you see women dealing with men just because of the financial benefit and things like that, because people think that because you're a pretty girl with a nice body that everything is handed to you, like everybody serves you on hand and foot. and that's just it's a dangerous mindset. But then also physically, it's like I said, like a lot of, you can't be too overly friendly, even if it's just in your nature. It's like you have to go against who you are to dumb it down just a little bit, because that man that's in front of you might get the wrong idea. And a lot of men, that boys will be boys phrase is a very dangerous thing, because it teaches men that they don't have to be accountable. Like, it's in your nature to be that way. You don't have to be accountable. You know what I'm saying? And then they teach women, don't dress scandalous, don't be provocative. You know, oh, if he did something to you, well, what were you wearing? What did you say? What gave off that message? Why did something have to give off a message? Let's stop teaching women to, you know, it's like you get punished when you're a victim. No, let's stop teaching women that, they put it on themselves. Let's teach men not to victimize women, to respect boundaries, that no means no. And even if she doesn't say no, if she didn't say yes, you need to assume the answer is no. Things like that. It does get dangerous.
No, I agree with that.
Men that don't know how to take rejection.
When did this start? I feel like when did I feel like when you are at a certain beauty, a certain, you know, like your body's a certain way. Like, when does this like when did the DM start going crazy? I feel like
when did you start getting the attention?
Yeah, like at what age you feel like? Because I feel like at one point you was a kid, and then it turns into like, whoa.
So when you're a kid, you don't.
Weird.
Well, when you're a kid, you don't see it.
Yeah.
I'm 29. There's men that I still see to this day that was
Trying you back then?
when I was 16, 17 years old. Absolutely. My dad was 17 when I died. It's men that was my dad's age that once my dad died, they seen that as an opportunity.
Sheesh.
So
That's why I be saying you got to be careful. You got to be careful who you have around your kids. Because what I be telling people is that as men, y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it, right? Because you think that's your boy and stuff, right? But as women, you know when a man making you feel uncomfortable. You know when a man looking at you a certain type of way. And men, like, and women too, I'm not going to say it's always men, but y'all asking me from a woman perspective, and I deal with men, so that's why I'm focusing on men. But I know women that's just as guilty too. But from a woman perspective, you know, I learned that men know when, where, and with who. Men that have bad intentions, they've been practicing this for years. They know when, they know who to do it with, and they know where to do it. Do you get what I'm saying?
They selected. They predators.
Exactly. They opportunists. They're looking for the right opportunity, the right person, place, and time, and then they strike. And that's a real thing. That's a very real thing. And as men, y'all might not see it because it doesn't happen to y'all. But as women, it happens. It happens.
So funny. I'm not gonna say it right now. You know, but that's so funny though. No, I mean, I do recognize that.
Y'all would probably say I'm crazy for saying this, but there's people that y'all call friends, family, my boy, my homie, whatever, that are pedophiles, that are perverts, that are sick in the head. And they're close to y'all.
Oh man, y'all niggas in the middle, man.
I'm just saying it's so relevant, and it's around us everywhere. It's around us everywhere. It's sickening.
Yeah.
It's absolutely sickening. You have to be careful who you are, especially your daughters, your little girls.
Especially your daughters.
So
You know what I'm saying?
since you like you said your dad passed away when you were young, like I'm guessing I guess to piggyback off that question is like, because I know guys talk to y'all on a daily basis. Like, you could just be like, yo, I'm just going to my trunk of my car. Like the life of a woman is like totally different compared to
we walk around
man.
like pieces of meat.
Yeah.
Pieces of meat.
And like I said,
But men go through it too though now. It's now gray sweatpants. Great. Every man don't like that. Every man don't like to be looked at as a piece of meat.
Now. They're more bold now.
Yeah, they
but
are.
It would never be nothing compared to what a woman goes.
No. I don't.
Not that you're doing that, but I'm just saying like that shit was.
I
Like,
can't say that because we don't know people's experiences as individuals. The same way girls get touched, boys get touched too. So it's like it's a lot of men out there that are not okay with you sexualizing him. It's a lot of men that will get offended by you pointing out his print through his gray sweatpants. Every man's not with that. Every man's not, I want to sleep with every girl I come across, or everybody's not with that. So I feel like men go through it just as much as women. Like not just as much or even as bad, but it's there.
yeah, there is.
There
is a plight for that.
Yeah, but women are, men are viewed stronger than women, so we're a lot more vulnerable. And it's just, like I said, I always said, no other race of man has made me feel more uncomfortable than my own. Black men and Spanish men have made me feel so uncomfortable and unsafe. And I can't say that I've ever walked through a group of Asians, a group of Indians, a group of whites, and felt that way. I can't say that I have, where I felt like a complete piece of meat. Nothing more and nothing less.
Sheesh.
But with black men and Spanish men, I need all our fingers and toes to count the times they have made me feel that way. And I think a lot of women can compare to that, and it's a shame because as black men, y'all should be protecting us.
Right.
And
I think a lot of women can say that about their own race too, though.
Mhm.
I think a lot of women can say that about their own race.
Yeah,
also.
I think it's more of just who you're around all the time, and like who you're around all the time. You're around your particular race all the time, then yes, you're gonna get that. But I'm pretty sure it's white women that say the same thing about their race. It's Asian women that say the same thing about their race. We're like that. I think it is men. It's a lot of majority of men, period, that are predators that do that and whatever it's like. Case may be. I don't think it's just black and Spanish.
No. I'm not saying that. It's just,
but
it's
for
not,
you,
in my
I get what you're saying,
experience,
though.
yes.
I get what
In
you're
my
saying, though.
experience,
'Cause I've
I'm
seen
sure, yeah.
Yeah, we probably all seen the shit. You know what I mean?
But the
Motherfuckers
sad part
acting
is that
up.
nobody speaks up. Like it could be a group of 10, 20 men. And I'm not saying that everybody in that group agrees. And there could be very much a person in that group that disagrees, but they won't speak up.
Well, I tell you one thing. No, you're right. But I think that I think the guys kind of know, the guys who do that, they kind of know who they could do that around. Like for me, I ain't the person you could do that around.
Okay.
I'm fucking you up immediately.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that around me. You know what I'm saying? But I think they kind of know they can do it around who on the same type of time they're on.
Okay.
But the way I carry myself and the way I am, that type of guy probably wouldn't even hang around me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For the most part. Now, it may be somebody that's on the sneak tip that I probably know, but he ain't doing it nowhere near around me. You know what I'm saying? But no, you're right. It is a lot of people, a lot of guys out here that do that. But you know what I mean? But a lot of people are not strong minded in this and really is, you know what I mean, positive for the most part. But I understand what you're saying though.
What do you do is like when guys approach you, like, like how do you like turn guys down? Like, do you got like a soft approach to that, or do you carry that, like, or you
okay?
Like one of them that's like, yo,
Yeah.
not right now, or you like you engage just on the safe side just so you could get out of that moment,
Exactly.
or like, you know what I mean? You got any like, how do you carry it?
I'm an aggressive female, but if a guy tries to talk to me, I do turn him down softly. Whether I say I have a boyfriend, but I stop saying that because that doesn't work, and then you say, "Oh, I'm gay," that doesn't work either. Like it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, you smile, laugh, haha, thank you, get in your car and hurry up and pull the fuck off, because it's like I was violated by somebody I trusted very deeply, and it wasn't like, the R word or anything like that, but it was just like touching me in a way that I did not want to be touched when you thought I was in a state of unconsciousness. Like I was asleep. You thought I was asleep, but I wasn't asleep. I was just dozed off. You know what I mean? But I wasn't in that realm of sleep that's in a deep sleep. You know what I mean?
Like
so when you started touching me, I felt it. And that's why I said I would never say anything about somebody who's in that situation where they, don't speak up. It's as a woman, like as men, you'll say, well, when something happened like that, you should have told somebody. Why you ain't tell somebody? Why you wait till now to say something? Because in that situation, what do? If I'm sleeping, I feel somebody that I trusted that I trusted touching me inappropriately, violating me, and you're a man and I'm a woman, and we're in this house by ourselves. Like, you're supposed to be a friend. Like, I chill with you a million times. You know what I'm saying? We've never took it there. We've always respect. And you do this when you think I'm in a subconscious, like in an unconscious state. What do? Do I open my eyes and address you with the possibility that you might get aggressive with me, that you might pin me down, and things might escalate to an even worse level? As men, y'all don't have to think about those things. Oh, why you ain't say nothing? Because we don't live in a world where justice is guaranteed. We don't live in a world where, you know, if you speak up about somebody violating you, that you're 100% going to be protected. No. We live in a world where they say, well, what did you do to make him think that was okay? How were you dressed? Did you tempt him? Where does this come from? Why not ask him why he's doing things to people who didn't give him consent? Why are we not teaching our children that no means no? And if she don't say yes, then you need to assume the answer is no. Why are we not pushing that? Why are we pushing, well, what did you do? Why are we making the victim the one that is at fault? Mm-hmm. That's why people don't speak up. That's why young girls go into the world, you know, holding on to this trauma. And that's where broken homes come in, because now I don't know how to express myself and express my emotions and take up for myself, because I never felt safe enough to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn.
It is deep, because it's like, and that's why I say, like, men and women have to get on one accord. We live in a world where men feel like they don't need a woman for nothing. I could cook, I could clean, I could do this shit myself. And we live in a world where women feel like they don't need men. I've been carrying this shit. We single mothers, we hold shit down. Raise these kids by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We got to get off that, because men need women and women need men. Yeah. And without us recognizing that, we're doomsday.
We at war a little
Sheesh. And that's what I was saying. I think me and him agreed at the end or whatever, but we was coming from different angles where we equal each other out. Mm-hmm. He was saying that we wasn't equal, and I was just like, no, we equal each other out, blah blah blah. But we meant the same shit though. You know, mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Where she's strong, I'm not.
Right.
Or I'm strong, she's not, because it's coming from two different angles or whatever, and that's what you find somebody that you can equally yoke with or whatever.
Right.
Like, but it's like, yeah, we do gotta get on the same accord, because I think that we fucking or try to balance it out, and it's not supposed to be balanced. Mm-mm. I feel like it's supposed to be. It's a
hierarchy.
Yeah, and not even just a hierarchy, but more so fucking like, you know what I mean? While I lack, she's strong.
Yeah.
And where she lacks, I'm strong. You know, like, mm-hmm. and not supposed to be. All right, whatever, however y'all want to be. Well, I'm just saying, like, I think that we've shied away from trying to keep that fucking part where we all can, evenly be in the same setting without fucking, somebody feeling like no, somebody's not doing this, or somebody's doing too much of this, or nobody's doing not enough of this. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like fucking yeah, we do got to get back to that, because that shit is fucking lost, and it's like they're trying to like make sure that fucking it's the same thing, and it's never going to be the same mm-hmm. fucking shit. I can't do what you can do. Mm-hmm. You can't do what I can do either, though. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, but it's different things that we can do, though. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
But getting back to, I'm sorry, Pop.
Yeah. Cause
getting back
I think
to,
I deviated.
Yeah. to the topic, as in, you know what I mean, men treating women the right way and not abusing them, not taking advantage of them, mm-hmm. you know what I mean, stuff like that. You know what I mean, I fully agree with you. You know what I mean? I can't stand it. I can't stand hearing stories. You mm-hmm. know what I mean? I can't imagine having a daughter and having to keep trying to, talk to her and teach her to, you know what I mean, that, hey, you got to watch out for this. You got to watch out for this. You got to be strong. You got to be able to come to me so I can help you and blah, blah, blah. You know, I know that, you know what I mean, just a woman living out here, and I know how men think, and just even this guy that we got running for president, the way he thinks. You know what I mean? And people think it's okay to vote for him just the way he thinks. Like, he blatantly showed you. And
well, he
you know
said,
what I mean?
grab him by the pussy.
Yeah,
blatant.
Like, if you got money, you can do what you want with him.
Blatant.
And
you still want to
vote for this guy? Like, are you freaking kidding me?
Blatant.
That's how much people don't even care about this shit in this situation, whatever case may be. But what I'm saying is that, we have to be more conscious of what we're teaching our young boys on how to treat women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Me, I'm not a religious person at all. But when I was younger and I was in a church, I used to always want to hear the pastor talk. And my pastor, he used to emphasize how to treat women good.
Okay.
How to, you know what I mean? How to approach women, stuff like that. It's just the type of stuff he used to talk about all the time, and I always kept that with me. And then, you know what I mean? My mom and dad was always, you know, together. It's like that. And my dad always treated my mom good, so I saw that too. But, you know what I mean? We need more parents teaching these young boys what to do. As in, if you treat a woman wrong, I'm disowning you.
Mm-hmm.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta take it there with your sons.
Yeah.
You do.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be certain like that. You gotta
Like,
be
I
focused.
respect the moms that you bring a girl in this house other than your girlfriend, I'm calling her.
Facts.
I respect them moms.
Yeah, I'm not nurturing
I respect
that
them.
behavior.
The moms that cover for their sons, I have zero respect because and then you look at their life and they either don't got a man or they dealing with somebody else man or they lonely. You know what I'm saying?
They got they got their own bullshit.
Because I'm a woman first. If I was to have a son, my son will never get away with that.
Rejection too.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta show people it's okay to get rejected.
It's okay.
Everybody's not gonna like you.
Yeah, you don't gotta call me
You're not
ugly.
everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Why I
All
gotta
right.
be an ugly bitch because I don't want to talk to you?
Exactly.
I wasn't.
Why did she gotta die because she don't want to talk to you?
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
you was trying to talk to an ugly chick.
Yes.
Yeah, like, but you ugly anyway. Like, damn.
Life,
talk to the other
life
chick.
is going to continue
Yeah.
for you. That is not the only person on this earth
Hey,
that
brother.
you need to be with.
Right.
There's millions of people out here. If that's not the one, continue the journey. You're much young. There's plenty of other people that's going to come after. Vice versa. I mean, girls are like buses. Men are like buses. The next one's coming in a few minutes. So, listen.
The 400.
Stop taking everything so personal. Stop treating women like, like that you're possessive. This is the only one that no one belongs to no one. Y'all are sharing this moment, this experience with each other.
The human experience.
That's so big, and I don't know if this is deviating off the topic, but what he just said is so big, right? We don't belong to anyone.
No.
That could be your boyfriend, that could be your husband, your wife.
That's a man-made
They
construct.
don't belong to you.
Nobody belongs
They
to
don't
nobody
belong
ever.
to
You
We
ain't
came-
necessarily belong to your parents either. You know
we
what
came
I'm
in here
saying?
by our
Like,
fucking
you
self.
don't belong to no one.
Like,
We're
My-
literally, if you want to get deeper, we borrowing our fucking bodies. No, really.
like
But
for
anyway,
real,
that's
it's
the-
just
for real.
like we don't belong to anyone, but people find their identity, and that's where
In a relationship?
codependency comes in, and that's where like people lack their own identity. Like happiness, if I get with you and you make me happy, that's not genuine happiness. That's temporary because the moment you decide to stop dealing with me,
I'm not happy anymore.
when you left, my happiness left. Like, your person is supposed to just be a plus, a bonus, an add-on to what you already set, which you got to find happiness and fullness and worthiness within yourself. And then when you find a person, they add to that. We don't belong to anyone. That's another thing. Like, you hear fatal attraction. Fatal attraction, like, but you with me or you not with nobody. What?
Listen, sometimes people.
And that's what's scary. So now I cut you off, bro. That's what's be scary when you have these daughters, you feel me, that's come out beautiful and all that. Yeah, that's your baby. You feel what I'm saying?
That's your baby, but she's gonna be an adult one day.
Exactly. And you know
That's what's scary to me. That's been crossing my mind lately. Yo.
I'm married both y'all, but you ain't get there yet. But you're in the seat. So old head told me, he said, yo, I said, yeah, I got a daughter. He said, yo, you know the crazy thing is, yo, you know you gotta give her away, right? He said, yo, you really building her up just to give her away. And I said, damn, I ain't never look at it like that. Like, that's real
scary.
talk.
It's
Like,
very scary.
But you know how they say little girls fall in love with their fathers?
Yes,
Yeah, I heard
yes,
that
yes,
too.
yes.
That's so real.
I believe
Because I
that
love
so
me.
much.
I used to love me a dope boy. I used to love it.
See,
A nigga in the streets, love it. My kryptonite. What? What Andres you said? Dope.
he outside. That's just
We
that
that ain't enough. Look, that ain't enough.
right. You need a nigga. You need a nigga to get football numbers if he get caught.
So, but it. But as you get older, like I learned, like that's just not my cup of tea no more because it's like
It's a phase.
as you get old, your kids is not okay. So this is another thing. When your kids are small, it's easy for you to paint the picture of who you want them to believe you are.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get older, they're gonna see through all of that. Like I'll be the first to say, and sorry to my family, they might get mad at me. I don't know, but I got dreams of sold out arenas. I'm gonna tell my story, right? I feel like my dad was an amazing father. My dad was an amazing father. He didn't miss a beat. But did he treat my mom the way he should have? Mm-mm. I have to admit that. He was an amazing father, but he definitely dropped the ball as a partner, as an intimate partner.
That's what it be.
And a lot of people, and that's the reality for a lot of people. And that's what and it happens a lot because it's that idea of we're gonna do it for the kids. No, that's so unhealthy. Separate for the kids. Separate for the kids. Don't stay together for the kids because what you're teaching your kids is that stay with a man, stay with a woman, even if you're unhappy, even if you're miserable, you're depressed,
Go
you're
through the
not.
bullshit no matter what, but stay together.
Go through it. Go through it.
Even if it's
Stick it
toxic,
out.
Even if it's toxic.
Even if it's toxic.
Even if it's bad for
killing
y'all.
you.
Even if it's bad for your
killing
kids.
you. That's not okay.
Yeah.
That's not okay. Your kid, you rather your kids grow up in a 2-parent toxic household or separately, but they are healthy. They see a healthy co-parenting situation.
It's not ideal, but it's still.
It's not
working.
ideal,
Right.
but it's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see 2 parents who know how to co-parent, communicate, work together, teamwork. We're not against each other. We're not together, but we still a family. Do you get what I'm saying?
Listen, you're right.
People think that when they break up with they baby mom or they baby dad that y'all instantly
ops.
opponents.
Yeah, no.
No, y'all still got to play the same team for that baby
My
or
baby
them
mom cool
kids.
as hell. Be honest with you. Feel me like that's not my fucking op. Feel me like we created some beautiful people together. You know, like, it's like that's how we're gonna operate going forward. Won't have the man in the middle. Won't have nothing. It's like you gotta fucking. I mean, for the betterment of them. Feel me like now maybe we didn't work out. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like, we don't miss each other. You know what I mean? It's like fucking like, yo, we got these kids together. Let's fucking see what happens. Let's see what we can do. You know what I mean? To make the best people we can make without being together. You know what I mean? Like, and that's I think that's a hard thing also in our community or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
What do you think about the people that say you quit on your family?
what do you think?
Or
about it?
like you know how some
I know
people
what you're
like,
saying.
you know what I mean? You get me like, because it's so
I heard that.
yeah, like it was.
It's like, yeah,
Like-
I don't think shit about them because they don't know what the fuck happened. You feel me?
Well,
Like,
I would
don't.
say this.
It could be vice versa, not
Yeah.
just like on the men's aspect, but just like, yeah, I get it. Like she said, yeah, don't stay in if it's untoxic. I mean, if it's toxic and all that. But what about like, not working through the problems?
I would
or-
say this. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on who it's coming from. That's saying that you quit on your family. If it's coming from somebody who's close to you, like a guy, his real good best friend, and he knows all your wrongdoings and all your right doings, and he's telling you, yo, how about you stop doing all that wrongdoing and go give your woman 100%? How about you go start doing the things that she wants you to do? How about you start doing the things that you're supposed to do and not being out here in the streets or doing whatever case may be? If he's telling you, yo, you're quitting because you're not ever making it right, you know what I mean, or the case may be, that person you can respect or whatever case may be. But if it's somebody that's saying that and they don't even know nothing, or somebody that's saying it because if it's a girl, or, you know what I mean, if it's a guy and his girl is cheating and he's saying, and they like, oh, he like, yo, I don't want to be with her no more, and he's saying you quit on your family, like, no, you can't really say that. Like, this girl's doing wrong. He's not doing wrong, you know what I mean? Or vice versa if it's the other way around, whatever case may be. So I think it depends on the situation about the quit on your family type thing.
Go ahead.
I think people can say what they want to say. You know what I mean? That doesn't stop that doesn't stop what happens. You know what I mean, like what's happening, what's going on, and stuff like that. Yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion about what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, so yes, your closest friend can say that. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like, all right, we're dealing with the reality of what's going on, right? How can we still raise these children, you know, or kid, or however, whatever the fuck, in the best situation possible without us being together? You know what I mean? Like, at this point, you know what I mean? Because it don't matter what nobody else got to fucking say. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, you and her are dealing with that now. You know what I mean? Her and him are. I mean, they're dealing with that right now. So it's like you got to find the best productive way to make sure that the kids are as least affected by what has transpired. Because I do believe that sometimes when the family is abruptly dismantled, it affects the kid. You know what I mean? Like, I think I seen that in my own son or whatever. You know what I mean? I was like, because it's abrupt for some. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's abrupt. I mean, most of the time it's abrupt because they don't see that shit coming.
Yeah, kids don't.
All right, so, oh shit, what just happened? Feeling it.
That's the year of the sassy.
So, shit, I don't know where the hell this is at. So I guess it's a sassy era.
Very sassy era.
And I'm guessing.
Is it though?
You know what? I heard a couple stories this past week, and yeah, these niggas out here are being sassy as hell when I'm hearing different stories. So and they might not even do all that. They might not even do all that, but they doing different shit.
What?
I'm like, what the hell's going on right around here? But I don't know. Have you experienced a lot of sassy men?
They sassier than me. They
Right,
sassier
you
than
gotta
me.
explain.
What makes
I need you
sassy,
to elaborate because
man?
you're doing very well articulating everything. I need you to elaborate on like what's been going on.
2024
So
sassy.
you
I got
have
three
you been, have you
words.
been dating a little bit?
I got 3 words.
Okay.
Not really. Not
okay.
lately. I've been like chilling, but I've done a lot
You
of
got some
dating.
dating.
Yeah. 3 words. What about me?
Oh,
What about me?
that's what niggas are saying.
It's a lot of what about me ass niggas out here. And that shit is annoying. And there's a fine line. So I get it, right? Men are coming to a point, and I'm gonna address this. Men are coming to a point where they realize that they're more than just, you know,
Niggas feel
they're
like
more
they
than
the
dollar
prize,
signs.
too. That's what it is.
Huh?
Niggas feel like they the prize too. I feel like
And that's true. And that's true. I won't take that away from y'all, right? Because y'all add just as much value as women do. Like I said, it's one hand wash the other. We need to learn that women need men and men need women. So I'm not taking that away. But men have lost, like, chivalry is dead for the most part. Chivalry is dying. I'm not going to say it's dead because there's still men out there that show chivalry, but it's dying.
What is chivalry for you? First.
Chivalry is like the pursuit, the courting of a woman. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's still broad. Keep
that's
going.
chivalry?
Though. Be a little bit more. No, be a little
Am I
bit
wrong?
more intricate. No, you're not wrong, but it's broad. But so be a little bit
Okay.
more intricate.
So it's just like I feel like a man is supposed to set the tone for what that situation is about to be. You get what I'm saying? So it's like for me, I feel like a man above all else is supposed to be a protector and a provider, right? But if you come to me talking about if you know you ain't never bought me flowers before, and you like, well, bitch, you ain't never bought me flowers either. The fuck you mean?
All right, yeah.
That's sassy as hell.
Yeah.
I don't want no fucking flowers. The fuck?
Like I feel like when you pursue a woman, there's a process of courting that goes into that. That's when you're taking her out to dinner, y'all going out on dates, y'all getting to know each other, y'all are, you know, having these heart-to-heart conversations. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is also the part where people want to act like, oh, money is not. No, money is a very big factor. That's why a lot of people get divorced now because of finances. So it's like, if you go into a situation, for me, let me speak for myself. If I go into a situation pretending that I'm okay with a man who ain't got no money, right? We ain't gonna last. Because that love is going to run, like not the love, but that honeymoon stage is going to run out. So all the cute stuff.
So does he need the bag? He needs the bag to deal with you?
I'm not going to say like I'm not going to say like, oh, you got to be a doctor. I'm not about to be, because you know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Stable.
You got to be stable. You got to have some type of plan. You got to have some type of foundation. Otherwise, to me, you don't need to be dating, and that goes for women too. Get your shit together.
That's what I'm saying. If you ain't right now, if you ain't financially right, you don't need to be talking to nobody.
You need to be worried about yourself.
You need to be
focus
focused on
And
yourself.
and I learned that the hard way.
yourself
I learned
first.
that the hard way. My ex, like, he gave me what, like,
Bare
I was
minimum.
okay. No,
Oh.
he
did
like
good.
he was very good to me.
Okay.
Very, very good to me.
So,
Go ahead.
real fast. Was he good because he was able to provide well, or was he good because he was a good guy?
No, he was good
In other
financially.
ways.
He was good. He was a protector. I felt safe with him. I felt provided for. I felt emotionally tended to. Like, I deal with things, like I told you, my dad and my brother were murdered 38 days apart from each other. So and I was only 17, you know what I'm saying? That's when you as you going into that adulthood, right? You enter in the real world. So that's a crucial stage to go into the world without no male figure. So it's like I struggled a lot. You know what I'm saying? I told you I dealt with the nightlife and the things that came with that. But he seen me for who I was. And it was like, you know, he actually cared. Like I have an ex who told me, like, I told him, like, I just need somebody to listen to me. Like, I was literally losing it mentally, because it's like, you know, you grieving, you mourning, you never been taught emotional awareness, emotional control, and you out here trying to function in this crazy ass world. It's hard. And I had an ex who I told, you know, I just need somebody to listen to me. Like, feel like I'm losing my, I need somebody to listen to me. And he told me, I don't want to hear that shit.
Fuck.
Straight up, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not with that shit. So when I come across a man who's like, you don't have to be by yourself in this. Like, tell me what's wrong. What you dealing with? I have the utmost respect for him. And we're still friends to this day. We're still cool to this day. But he was there emotionally, physically, mentally, you know, financially,
Exodus.
whatever.
Exodus. Does a man providing financially make a woman feel protected? 'Cause
No, not all the time.
Sometimes they confuse it too. Where he's you know what I mean, she don't gotta worry about no bills, so she feel like this nigga like holding her down. You know what I mean? And she feel like almost a protection, but it's like
That's not protection, that's security.
facts.
Like, you feel like secured financially, like, you know your bill's gonna get paid, you know you got somewhere to live, you know you don't gotta worry about nothing. But protected? No. Not when you know that, because so I was taught, if there's two men pursuing you, one is a millionaire and he got $1,000 for you, one only got $100 to his name, but he willing to give you 50, you better go with that man that got $100. Because that one with $1 million only gave you $1,000. That was chump change. That's like putting money in a panhandler's cup. That don't mean he love you. That don't mean he care about you. He gave you that because it ain't mean shit to him.
It's a tool.
But the person that got $100 and he gave you half of what he had, that's a motherfucker who love you. He said, you got half of what I got.
I think it might die for you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yo, listen, that's right. I was saying this to somebody before. Know what I mean? Stop worried about what a nigga do for you instead of how he treats you. You know? Know what I mean? Like, because I mean, a nigga could disguise anything with money. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
he can really fucking block anything with fucking money. But you know what I mean? All she seen was money. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But later on, you fucking gonna learn this motherfucker don't give a fuck about you like that, and he pacifies your feelings with fucking money and shit like that. But some Jones is cool with that. Some Jones is cool with, you know what I mean? All right, well, he could beat the shit out of me. He could fucking do all this, da-da-da, but, you know what I mean? My rent paid, and, you know what I mean? He just brought me this, and I'm like...
And some people is okay with that.
Yeah, some people is okay with that. And it's like, it discourages the guy with good intentions, I think. You know what I mean? Like, only because he's like, you know what I mean? You see what type of time she on. If I'm like, she only worried about...
Yeah, but I
material
think...
shit.
So, y'all know Tammy and Waka, right? So Tammy and Waka, when Waka cheated on Tammy, right? And they had that big thing. There was an interview, and I can't remember who the host was or what show it was, but he made a.
Fucking Tammy. Anyway, go ahead.
I love Tammy. I love me some Tammy. I really do.
Yeah.
If you see this, Tammy, I love you. I really love her. Like, I just feel like she's a very like regular girl. Like, even though she in the spotlight, she's regular.
She don't care about this.
Yeah, like she's her. But aside from that, like the host said, you know, one of his pieces of advice that stuck with me was, when you're dealing with somebody, focus less on what that person is doing for you and focus more on what you're doing for that person. So if me and you are together, we in a relationship or we pursuing each other, whatever, my focus should be just being the best person I could be for you, being who you need me to be, and giving you my true authentic self, and with all good intentions. Now, that's how I'm going to be able, and this is how I deal with people now. That's how I'm going to be able to tell whether you good for me or you bad for me, and that's how I weed out the good from the bad. Because if I give you my best self, if I'm doing everything right, I'm respecting you, I'm hearing you, I'm listening to you, all these things, and you're still doing right by me, you're not my person. Because the person who you give your all to, you pour in their cup, you fill their cup back up, you speaking life into them, all these things, they're going, if they really fuck with you, they're going to reciprocate that.
And they gonna
Do you know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. Because it's like when somebody is doing right by you, you want it, like naturally, if you really care about that person, you want to make them just as happy as they make you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I go from weeding out the good and the bad. I used to have a problem where, you know, I let the world change my heart. I used to have a very big heart where I would do anything for everybody. Like I had a car fresh out of high school. Like my 18th birthday, I got a car. A lot of people in my peer group that couldn't relate to that. You know what I'm saying? They had to buy their own first car. But it's like, so I'm, you know, I don't got no kids, but I'm taking y'all kids to the dentist or doctor. I'm helping y'all. And when you learn that people don't got you the way that you got them, it changes your heart. You know, now you become like, man, fuck everybody. I'm always there for people, but when I need nobody, ain't nobody there for me.
You there less and less until you're not there at all.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but that's where hearts become cold, and that's where we losing all the good people in the world that we really need. So that's why I be like, now I let it change my heart. It was a point in time I'm like, fuck everybody. My dad not here. They killed my brother. Family foul, flipping, and all types of shit. I'm cool. I'm gonna live my life by myself. I'm in my own lane by myself. I don't care who back I gotta kick in, who toes I'm gonna be up. I'm getting the fuck up out of here by any means necessary. Did it work out like that? No, because when you're not living right, you're not doing things with good intentions, it's never going to work out. But that's why I said, focus less on how people treat you and focus how you treat people. And the people that don't reciprocate that love, just get rid of them. And then cherish the people that do reciprocate it. That's how you weed out the good from the bad. Be a good person. Be true. Be 100.
A word from the sister.
Like, that's how I learned to navigate life.
I'll take that. That's crazy. No, did he? I'll take that.
She snapped.
I was like, yo, she good.
Did I?
Yeah.
That just be my thoughts on what I be thinking.
That's my sentiments exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So it's like, you know what I mean? We gotta move. You know what I mean?
Everybody don't got to hurt you, guys. Just be true to yourself, and that's how you gonna know who's real and who's not. Just don't, yeah.
So you feel like it's real, and would you? Well, let me say it like this: would you accept if a significant other that you're with, their ex bought them a real expensive gift that they may carry around or whatever the case may be? Would you accept that? Would you be okay with that?
They still have it in their possession. They still cherish it, kind of.
Like they gave it to him before I got there?
Yeah.
Like when they was together, they gave...
Yeah.
He's
like
still,
for a girl...
He's still rocking the chain.
For a girl, for y'all, it would be like, for a girl, he bought her this Louis Vuitton bag. You know what I'm saying? For a guy, she bought him this watch.
I wouldn't care.
Or for a girl...
I think that's very insecure. Like if you care that much about something materialistic, my ex bought me red bottoms. You think I'm not going to wear them ever again because he bought them for me?
So
let
me make it more real. If my bad, I ain't mean to step up, but if she bought him this chain, he already got the chain on. It's a chain though. From like, you know what I mean? And he loved this fucking chain because this is something he wanted. But this John, his ex brought it for him.
Chain fire.
Chain fire though. But this chain, I mean, some chunky, tough shit that he like.
Me personally, I wouldn't care.
I'm
not the type, like, if a nigga bought her a rollie, I'm not going to be like, yo, take the rollie off. I mean, or I'm going to buy you a better rollie. Like, I'm not the type
I don't even
of
see how that would come up in conversation. Like, oh, my ex bought me this. Like, nigga, just put it on and keep it pushing. What the fuck you got to tell me for?
Yeah.
Like,
you know, I guess it could come a conversation if a nigga just be like, damn, you got the rollie? Where you get that?
Right.
Oh, it was a gift. Know what I mean? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's all that needed to be said. It was a gift. And nothing else needed to be said. And no other question should come after that.
That shit.
Logically, I guess a nigga would think it's a
Assume.
nigga, but you know what I mean. It could be your dad could have got you. It could be anything, but most of the time niggas be like, a nigga got you that.
Yeah, because realistically, if my dad got it, I'm gonna say, "Oh, my dad got it for me."
Yeah.
But if a nigga, I'm like, "It's a gift.
Yeah.
It's a gift."
So that's what I'm
Like-
saying.
With that same face, I'm like,
Exactly.
I'm like,
So
fuck.
of course,
Exactly.
everybody's gonna know that shit hold weight. Like, oh,
I'm
this
sorry
shit
if I got
fire.
on an expensive piece of jewelry or a bag or something that a ex situation or ex gave me or something, and you got a problem with that. That's a red flag. I'm done with you.
Okay.
I'm cool because now you
Because
insecure.
It don't even matter. It
You
shouldn't even
insecure
matter. Yeah, yeah.
over a watch.
Yeah.
Over a watch.
Or some old shit.
You act like I'm walking
Oh, some
around
shit
with
that
a. You know,
that you got before I got here.
like you know what? I can understand. You know how some girls like they'll mold their man's penis and make a dildo out of it. If I held on to something, if I
I
held
heard
on,
that so many times.
yeah, but if I held on to something like that, I could totally
That's crazy.
understand. I could totally understand why you like. Why the fuck you even still got that?
Wait, side note. Side note, right? They still be doing that.
Some people do.
They really be
I
doing
want
that?
to. I want to. I want to do it one day. I do. Just for fun. Like I don't know.
For shits and giggles
But
type shit.
it's yeah, that's insecure. That's insecure. Like he can't wear them sneakers because his ex bought them. That's crazy. That's wild. Better her than me. At least I ain't gotta buy him now. That's how I'm looking at it.
Right.
Shit.
What I feel about. You know what though? I ain't gonna lie to you. Just been on the pod and just hearing like other fucking perspectives and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Specifically like Jay. You know what I mean? Fucking a little bit of rock too. From like it's like I used to give a fuck about that type of little shit. From like, but you know what I mean? It kind of made me realize there was some insecurity in me maybe. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, at the end of the day, you know what I mean, thinking more about it, like, you know what I mean, intricately and fucking like also within myself. I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about that shit. Feel me?
Like when she put on the bag, she wasn't even thinking about the nigga. She just like how the bag look with her outfit. And you about to drag it.
Right. It was just her
Like-
bag, got the bag for her. She liked the bag. It wasn't that he brought it for her. She liked the bag. You know what I mean? Like,
For real. Because if I like a bag, I'll take it from anybody who gonna give it to me. Thank you.
feel me?
Like
So it was like,
if you gonna gift me with a bag, thank you. Like it's not that serious. It's a
You
gift.
can't be caring about that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, the past is the past type
What you
shit.
think, Jay?
Jay don't care.
Oh, I already said I don't give a fuck about that
Fuck.
shit.
he
Why the hell
don't
would
give
I
a
care?
fuck. He don't give a fuck about a bitch. All her
first of all,
niggas being
I'm
dead or
not-
in jail. Why you think he care about a bag?
Cut it out. That's an extreme situation.
Yeah, no, but it's
no.
true.
You said it.
Not really true.
Say-
But
say-
it don't depend. But that depends on the girl. How I feel she is. If I feel like she's a good person, genuinely. If I feel like she's giving me enough good energy that I feel like she never did anything wrong or something like that. It just happened to come across her life how a situation happened. You know what I'm saying? So then I would take that into consideration with them. But for this situation, I will never ask where you got something. I'm not asking where you got something. I'm not asking about your ex, so it don't really matter to me. I'm not caring. Oh, you got the bag. You got a good bag. I'm not asking you where you got it from. I don't
I like
care.
that you said that. I like that you said that because that's a big pet peeve of mine. I hate for a nigga to ask me about another nigga. Why you worried about that man?
For real.
Why you worried about that man?
Fuck that nigga. But again, that goes to insecurities and stuff like that within
Yeah.
yourself or whatever. Feel me?
And that's scary.
Yeah, it is.
An insecure man is scary. Even an insecure woman, I can see how that could be scary for a man.
I mean, a woman
But-
don't want an insecure nigga. She want a confident nigga. No, I'm like, she
No,
want a
that's
nigga-
not always true.
So they be
and,
confident
and not
insecure at the same
arrogant,
time.
not
No.
arrogant, but confident.
But a lot of people confuse insecurities with love too.
For sure.
You know, men that be like, you ain't fucking wearing that out the house. Oh, he love me. He don't want nobody to see me. He don't want nobody to see me.
Yeah, it's levels to it.
It-
You
Levels
can't
to
even
it.
be yourself.
Yeah, like I can't.
even be how you-
Can't no
how
man
you
tell me
better
what I'm
than
walking out. I don't care if you my husband or not. You can't tell me what I'm walking out the house in because you knew who I was before you decided to take it there with me. I'm not switching up for you. So it's like you gonna have to. I'm not doing it, and I don't know. But that plays into. I feel like a woman that does that allows a man to change her, or vice versa, allows a woman to change a man. I feel like that's an insecurity on their part too. Because it's like, why are you not so secure in yourself that you feel like you have to change to keep this man? Why don't you love yourself enough to know to say, okay, well, if you don't love me the way I am, somebody will.
Yeah. I feel like that's a woman that allows you to change how they dress. I feel like it's a woman that's like, all right, this is my man. I'm gonna do what he say type stuff. Like I'm underneath him. You know what I mean? Like we're not necessarily partners
Submissive,
like that.
super submissive.
But that
I don't
brings
know about
that,
submissive. I don't think it's submissive because you supposed to dress how you want to dress.
that brings the
Ain't
other.
about submissive.
You're right. That brings the other question though, right? Why do you feel like? I'm not trying to deviate. I'm just saying, why do you feel like dressing in this kind of provocative way, right, is either cute or it's appealing? You know what I mean? Like,
Don't pick her.
Huh?
Don't pick her.
Yeah.
It ain't the woman for you.
No, it ain't about picking her at this point. I'm already asking, like, you know what I mean, just another woman. Like,
Why do
women feel as though dressing in a provocative way is
That's not the woman for you. That's
It's
the
not.
bottom line.
No, he just saying. So tell me if I'm.
question. I'm not trying to talk about
Like, why do they
a
feel
nigga
like
being
they-
with somebody? I'm asking like a standard question now. I'm like, not about somebody being with them, but why do they feel like that is appropriate to do? Like,
So it goes back to, speaking life into your kids, because a lot of women, myself included, I've been there before where now I learn my worth, right? But it wasn't always that way. Where it's like sometimes you feel all that you have to offer a man is that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how you're used to getting attention. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Where's the root of the shit coming from when they dress in this provocative way? Is what I'm saying. And not that it has to be a root.
I mean, I feel like when they do that, it's just all about attention. I mean,
That's
a
what I feel like.
woman's attention. Everybody likes attention to a certain
it's attention. It's attention, but it's deeper than that, though. It's deeply rooted. All these things are deeply rooted. I feel like one thing my therapist said is that all the things that we deal with as adults didn't just appear when we was adults. The root started when we were children, and then it grew into these big old trees that just take over our lives, like, because we never address it at the root. And I feel like when women dress provocatively, like some women, they dress like that because, they're into fashion or, but you don't always see them that way. Like they could be modest, but they could, you know what I'm saying? But the ones that's always doing it, it speaks to their confidence, that insecurity within themselves, because it's like, you don't see how your brain is just as attractive. You know what I'm saying? Your intellect, the way you speak, your ability to, your gifts, your talents, those are all just as attractive as your body. Yeah. But people don't see that. They just, and then like I said, we live in a world where everybody's making things easy for people. OnlyFans, that's normalized. Like that's, having sex on the internet is normalized. Now it's on Facebook. Now it's on Facebook, on people's story. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so public that it's like, we normalizing it, and it's like, oh, the quick lick, gonna get up real quick, get this money.
I'm only saying that because I've seen women that were covered up, but not even covered up, but like dressed less provocatively with the same, and I had the same attraction for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, why do you feel like you need to expose? I mean, not you. I'm saying, like, well, I was wondering if you could just take me through the mind of a woman doing that kind of thing or whatever. Like, that you need to expose certain body parts and stuff like that in order to feel attractive. You know what I mean? And not even, I don't know what's going through their mind. But I'm like, to me, it's like for attention or like to feel attractive or they even call it cute. And I'm like, all right, I feel like cute and sexy are two different things. You're being sexy, not being cute. You know what I mean? Like,
that's their identity.
Like, right.
That's their identity. That's like who they are to themselves. Like,
I think there's more of a thing is identity and who they are to themselves, because we look at them wearing certain clothes as something wrong, or it could be something wrong, or it could be something good, or whatever the case may be, depending on our situation and what we would like and what we want. You know what I'm saying? But we got to understand too, some people around here like being naked. No, dead. Like
that's
it's,
true.
It's a group of people that's like being naked. Like,
or they like their body, or they like that attention, because you being covered up, you're going to get a certain amount of attention. Oh, you look beautiful today. But when you show that body, nigga, the DMs go through the roof. Like,
you're talking about
I believe
attention.
more attention.
But what I'm saying is people out there who just like being naked. They used to have a whole art project where they say, hey, whoever wants to come here and come to the Philadelphia Art
Naked is a
Museum,
whole nother
and y'all lay on the steps and y'all all naked and we taking pictures like that. They got freaking naked beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Them
Right.
naked beaches is not just people just want to be out there flaunting their body off. They just like being naked. They might even have the best looking bodies, but people just like walking around free and they want to be around here in the world like that.
Mediism.
And some people just want to be like that. And then some people choose to cover up. Some people choose not to cover up. But we all looking at it like, oh, women, why you showing all this? But what if that's just that type of person? Another thing is, maximum, we got 100 years on this earth. Why can't you do what the fuck you want to do?
Because
Within
it affects other
law or
people.
reason. Nah,
Because it affects
do
other
it?
people. And there's a time and a place for things. Yes. We've normalized twerking in a restaurant. Why are we twerking in a restaurant when people have their families here and young children?
Well, if it's not illegal, you can't really say it affects other people.
No, what?
What?
If it's not illegal, if
That's
they can't
not
get,
true.
If they can't get locked up for it, you could.
But you can't say that doesn't affect. Look at
a
gun
lot of
laws.
stuff, a lot
Gun
of stuff
laws.
that's not illegal.
Gun
that
laws.
still affects other
It's
people.
legal to own a gun, but it's affecting lives if it falls in the hands of the wrong person.
What I'm saying is, as long as you live in a legal life, and you're not breaking the law, some things, of course, are frowned upon. But if it's not legal, you can't fault that person for doing something that's not illegal. You can't say, I hate that person. That person's doing something totally wrong in a situation if they're not doing something that's illegal. If they're doing something in a realm that's legal, because first of all, indecency exposure or something like that, that is a thing. So if they're doing something that causes that and they can get locked up for it, then yes, they need to go to jail.
So you
for it.
agree? So you agree with a mom going to a school event with booty shorts on? It's not illegal,
It's frowned upon. Now, if the school,
but that doesn't affect anyone. That doesn't affect people.
You cool with that?
You
cool with that?
No,
You cool with if you had daughters, you okay with your daughters seeing it?
No,
So it does affect people.
You're trying to take what I'm cool with to say that, all right, I can control somebody else.
I'm not
Just
saying
because-
you control, but you
just because
said
I'm
if
not
it's
cool with-
legal, it doesn't affect other people, and that's
what
not.
I'm saying is,
and
no, but that's where parenting comes in. So just because somebody else is doing it, don't mean you
She
can't
can't
teach your
control
kids.
that some mom pops up at the parent-teacher conference with booty shorts on.
Listen.
So that don't got nothing to do with my parenting.
Listen, as soon as your kids step out your house, they're gonna see some things that's not that you don't agree with, and you have to be accepting of that. All you can do is teach your kids, So
I
you
agree
can't
with that.
necessarily-
I agree with that. What I don't
control
agree.
other people and
You
what
can't
they
necessarily
do.
control exposure though. Feel me?
Exact- I know that. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So I'm exposed to this mom with booty shirts on. My child is exposed to this mom with booty
But
shirts
that's
on.
up to the school now. You can go complain to the school, hey, we don't do with this. So then what happens is all parents get together, you get with other parents, y'all make a vote, the kids that you go to the school, the school make a decision and say, all right, you can't come to school no more like this or else. So where it's like that. That's what happens.
I'm not saying you're wrong about that. I'm not.
Go
Go ahead. I'm not saying you're wrong about that. You're right. We can't control what other people are going to do. Sometimes we do have to advocate for our kids and speak up and call conferences and meetings and start putting different rules into play. Absolutely. But when you say because it's not illegal, it doesn't affect people, that is so far from the truth. Because just because it's the law, that doesn't mean that it does. Like I said, when we were talking about the trans thing and making bathrooms, it's legal for a man to walk into a woman's, the same bathroom as a woman. Yes, it's legal, but how does that not affect her if he goes in there and rapes her? It's legal for him to go in there.
But that's exactly my point. And then when something like that happens, then y'all go ahead and pursue. You get people together.
No, but why can't we as humans, fuck politics?
We need to be proactive rather than reactive.
proactive.
This is the U.S. because that's what happens.
But just because that's what happens, that doesn't mean that's okay.
That's the problem also.
That's the
We're
problem.
always
We
reactive
normalize
rather
that.
than
We have a
proactive.
choice to vote on it and get groups together to make a change. Everybody sit here and talk about it, but nobody actually does the thing to organize and make change together.
I get you, but booty shirts. Feel me like
Who's like? Why do we have
like the booty
to?
shirts? Feel me?
That shit big.
That's a bigger problem. That right there, you feeling comfortable as an adult walking into a school where there's a ton of children and booty shorts with your ass cheeks hanging out. That has nothing to do with calling together meetings and making change. That's a deeply rooted problem that people need to go seek therapy for.
They might need to go see therapy. But some people are gonna be stuck in their ways.
Nah,
So
like
what
I'm
happened-
making this personal. If you out here walking around in school events, children events with booty shorts on, you need therapy.
So what happens is
That's not okay.
It's a school recently that banned that. That banned booty shorts and everything that's provocative
It is.
for parents coming up to
They
the school
literally
like
put
that.
on the joint,
So
booty
they
shorts.
banned it. So why all schools can't ban it? You understand what I'm saying? So it happens.
But you don't agree that that's crazy that people even have to do that?
I agree
And
that
it's not
crazy,
illegal.
but
It's just crazy.
But it definitely affects us.
Yes.
but I can't stop nobody from doing what
But
they want.
but let me ask you this. Can you take back can you agree that what you said is not facts? That because it's not
No,
illegal
it is facts.
It's not fair.
because it's not illegal, it doesn't affect people?
No, what I'm saying is
There's
that
so much
That's
shit
but that's what you said
that's
though.
legal
You
that
said
still
if it's
affects people.
illegal, it doesn't affect. That's what you
No,
said. That's what I'm focusing on.
What I'm saying is that just because it's illegal, not that it doesn't affect people, but they can do what they want.
Yeah, right. That I'm not taking away from that. Yes, you can't. People can do what they want. Absolutely, but we can't say that it don't affect people.
What I'm saying
Because
is that,
I could go
that
up and
comes
shoot
with-
up a school, but because I feel like it.
Well, that's illegal,
But
so you can't say that.
yes, I can. You said people could do what they want,
No, that's illegal though.
but I can
Shooting up
still
a
do it
school
if I feel like
but
it.
Shooting up a school is illegal.
But I can still do it.
But we talk.
Hey.
You queued up.
Yep.
He say, she say.
This was good. This
was
It is good.
I like the thoughts, man. We've been having some good
Yeah, y'all was snapping tonight, man.
You know I like to talk.
yeah, no, but this shit was sound though. It was sound.
Mhm.
Sound.
And we going ciao. If I don't know if I'm on there.
I ain't stopping. I take you off.
I'm playing.
That's one of the ones too. Not 24 hours.
Let's see.
All right.
Maybe you got on. You
I think I'm on. I think I'm on. Hold on. Let me put my,
I didn't do anything.
I got Barry Gordy and fucking and Sopranos.
Wait, we live? No, right?
Yeah, we live. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can talk with us something.
Talk your shit, Queen.
It's playing, but
You got the volume up? Bro? Are you connected?
yeah. Oh, you know what? In my pocket with it.
Pocket Rocket.
My bad. My bad.
Yo, but for sure though, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Shout out.
you
Real good time.
CC, Sierra, I feel like nah, I mean we locked in now. We got a good bond here. CC.
Listen, I'm enjoying this. Like I like, a lot of podcasts they talk about nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like it just be like just bullshit, shit that's not important. So I like that y'all hone in. It's a little funny, but we get serious too, and we touch on important topics like that people need to talk about.
You did very well. We want you to come back. Know what I mean? Come back whenever you want to. You are now a friend of the show. See?
Yeah.
Won't say that every time.
Do y'all really not say that every time?
This is the podcast.
See y'all at the next one.
See you in the next one. Thank you guys.
I had a real good time. Thanks y'all for having me.
Yes. Good night.
Out of breath, been chasing dog shit. Coronavirus pilling they face, I make them all sick. Fuck these niggas, they all bitches. I watch them all switch. Brody shoot like Trey Young.